and that they get the free breakfast. So, when Chance was saying that to him, I'm like, okay, yeah, but then, I'm also remembering us reading the synopsis and there's an attack on his family and everything. So I'm like, well, wait a damn minute. And it just, everything started happening so fast because I was like, oh, it's all starting out cute and, them having breakfast together. And it's been a minute since him and, oh God, well, at least talked and all of that. Like, can be a nice family moment. And then
Right.
it just went down.
Mm.
Hmm.
But Frank, he clocked it real fast.
Yes, yes,
He
he
clocked it
did.
real fast. Yeah. So, because Chance was doing a little crossword puzzle or something he was doing.
Right.
He in the newspaper. He wasn't a bit more paying it no attention. He just
Hmm.
thought it was a regular white, cop because they come in there all the time. Like Moochie mentioned a few minutes ago, we seen that before last season and this
Exactly.
season when they was coming in there. So,
And
Hmm.
um,
not paying for their food.
and not paying.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So, but then when she got shot, did you scream? Because I sure did.
Yeah, I did. I was like,
Yeah, I thought she was gone. I said, oh Lord, me and Tamika got to make some potato salad and tuna and seafood salad and everything for the repast. I just knew we was gonna be over here doing the repast tonight for the
yeah, I
Yeah, I
was
list.
was
like,
pissed off. I'm like, her and her family have been through enough. Like, no, y'all
I
didn't.
know,
me
I
too. I
know.
was saying the same thing.
Yeah, they've been through a lot. They've been through a lot. So
But
now
I
they
know
find out
Stella
here.
was gonna be mad. I knew when that happened.
Oh,
I knew
hell
Stella was
yeah.
gonna
Oh
be
yeah, I
mad.
knew she was gonna
Hmm.
be fired up. Yeah, they was all worried. I mean, they got the word that she got out of surgery. The you know, I guess she's not gonna have no major problems, and she made it through, and they was all relieved. And they said we should send Margaret. Bumpy said no. Well, Elise mentioned sending Margaret to the Panthers. Bumpy thought it was a great idea, and what's her name? Mamie was like, "Oh heck no!" But um, he wanted Mamie to go over there too, but she said, "No, I ain't going nowhere." So Bumpy went to go talk to Margaret and tell her what was going on. And one thing, she loved her it's technically her grandfather, but her father, because he raised her. So she loved him, Margaret. She loved him. So
Yeah, it was funny how the tables turned, like how he didn't want to have nothing to do with the Black Panthers and, pretty much made Elise leave from the house because of her decision. And now it's coming full circle where he have to rely on her and on the Black Panthers, because at first they mentioned sending her down south again and they was like, nah, that didn't work out good the last times.
well, they was
So
missing her like crazy, and
yeah.
she probably didn't like it down there either.
Mm-mm.
So yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Vet said Elise makes terrible decisions. I was sitting there thinking when you said that terrible decision. Um, well,
She
it's good that she.
knew. I mean, come
Man,
on.
okay,
Why
give me
would
an
you?
example of a terrible. Like, what's she doing?
Why she leave that key in her pocketbook?
Yeah, that's true.
I
But she
mean, yeah,
did
some
say
of her
that.
decisions have been sketchy because I was on her at the beginning of the season saying that I hope the stuff she was doing wasn't going to come back on Bumpy and things of that nature.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Because
yeah. Y'all
all
did
when
say that,
she took
especially
the
when she
dynamite,
stole.
all of that
Yeah, I was
stuff.
just going to say that you took the words right out of my mouth when she took that dynamite when she broke into the place. Well, she didn't break in; she just walked on in and walked out with a case of dynamite. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, you're right. She had been making some crazy little decisions. At least got like 4 people deleted when she joined the Panthers, and they were all black. Damn, damn, and they. Dang, I ain't even. I guess I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Bad things do seem to follow her. Now that y'all saying it.
Damn. He said
Yeah,
four.
I did. Bad things keep. Oh,
And can
foreshadowing. That's
you
Moochie's word.
yep. Can you highlight Jocelyn's
Oh,
comment?
was it Jackie? Who was it?
Jocelyn Babin at
Oh,
9:33.
oh yeah. I see. Okay, wait a minute. 9:30. Okay, got it.
She
Let me
said that
see.
guy playing Frank Lucas acting skills has grown so much from Medea movies and The Bold and Beautiful. He is
Oh,
playing the hell out of Frank Lucas' voice and works. They picked
okay.
the right
I
guy.
didn't know he was
I
in
couldn't
Medea
agree
movies.
more. I couldn't
I
agree
didn't know he
more.
was in Medea movies, and I ain't watched Bold and the Beautiful in many, many years. So I
Yeah, I
didn't know.
know him from Bandia's movie, but also what was the
What
He's
Medea
on
movie?
a
I'm
oh
trying to
think
figure out
he's
what
on
God.
Medea
Chicago
movie.
Fire. He's on a show called Chicago
I
Fire
know
on
him
NBC.
from what was the show with oh God, why am I damn I'm having brain fog, but the one that had Annalise Keaton that used to come on after Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder. I know him from there too.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay,
Hmm.
okay. Yeah, and I know he currently was on Chicago Fire. I don't watch it, but I saw the commercial and his face was up on it. He play a fireman on it. It comes on NBC or something. So
Mm-hmm.
I know he's on. He been doing. Yeah, see that Chicago Fire. That's where I saw him when I saw a trailer or commercial something for Chicago Fire, and I said, "Oh, that's the guy from Godfather of
Yeah,
Harlem."
he been on a couple things. He been making his rounds.
Oh, the
Hmm.
funeral. Okay, well, I guess he started from the bottom with the Medea, and now he working his way up to the top. So oh hey Brandon, salute to Inga,
Hey,
Moochie, Tamika, and the other ladies in the chat tonight. Hey Brandon, how you doing? Okay, yeah, yeah, I agree though with that comment. He's doing a good job.
I
We were sketchy about him at first. That's but I didn't got he done grown on me now.
Okay, so you think he's doing a good job? Do you think he'll be able to take over the lead role of the show?
He got to have a great cast with him too. I think he got to have a great cast with him, like supporting cast.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think he could do a good job. But he's growing
I
on
think
me.
so too. I think so too. This is
Yeah, I
how we
think
met.
so.
This is how we met on Amari Hardwick. You know, he was like he did some shows. He wasn't really that
Yeah,
well
he did
known.
movies and stuff, but he wasn't known like that.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I like it. You say
Mm-hmm.
no,
Mm-hmm.
Vaughn? You
Oh, wait a
don't think
minute.
he said no? Vaughn joined it.
Oh, Vaughn said no. Well, let's give it one more season and see what happens.
I don't think
No.
it's gonna be this soon where he's like the lead character, because there's still gonna be some tutelage going on as far as with Bumpy showing him the ropes, because we're seeing that how they orchestrating the little chess lessons and stuff like that.
They said the creator said they brought him in to create a show. Okay.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
glad. Good, good, good. I was hoping
Yeah, I
that
think
it
if
was
he got to get,
gonna.
they got to give some more characters, more a great supporting cast
Yeah, I
would
think it
also help.
definitely depends on the cast and the story, like how they put it
Yeah.
together. I
Mhm.
wouldn't say it's impossible, but it definitely depends
Did we
on all
say
of
he's
that.
going to be on the Shy? I don't know.
I ain't
I'm
hear
not.
nothing about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't
Yeah, I
heard.
don't know.
Yeah. I know he's on Chicago Fire. That's what I said.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's been on that show. I don't. I guess he's still currently on there. But I saw
Hmm.
like a commercial, a trailer, or something, and his face popped up on it, and he was a fireman on Chicago Fire. But
Hmm.
I don't know about the Shy. That's something else. That's what it said. So yeah, I'm not sure. Um, I mean, they just throwing everybody on the Shy, so it wouldn't surprise me. Um, so Pettigrew told these clowns, look, you ain't supposed to hit no man with his family. And he go this guy, what's his name? Vito or something.
Hmm.
Yeah, he gonna sit there and talk about, well, I ain't know that apply to black people. And I'm like, no, that it's always been a rule that you don't mess around with the kids and the wives. If the it's like that on where it used to be. Now I don't know what these little YNs doing now. They don't care, but that's how it used to be. The wives and kids was always off limit.
Yeah.
You know, if y'all remember that scene on The Wire when they them bozos tried to take out Omar with his grandma on Sunday.
Hmm.
And they got their tail chewed out because you're not supposed to do that. You know, there's certain codes, the old school people used to live by. So this guy, this Vito guy, he was stupid. That's why he got what he deserved.
Exactly.
He got what he deserved. But and so he trying to tell Pettigrew, I want you to try to take him out. And he said, I can't get close to him like that. I ain't gonna be netted. I done flipped on the wrong side. I can't get close to him like that.
Yeah, they gonna know.
They gonna know, yeah. So he trying to hide out at Columbo's place, and that's not gonna, that ain't gonna work. Well, they at Bumpy's back his apartment, and Chance and Frank is they started putting two and two together that it was Pettigrew. Chance didn't want to believe it.
Nah.
Chance did not want to believe it, y'all. He said, no, I don't believe it. And then he said, if I find out it's him, I personally take him out myself. That's why you asked that question before Tamika got here. Will Chance, who's going to be the one to take him out? And I'm saying, I think Chance. Because now it's confirmed Chance saw him at that, with the Italian. So I think he's going to be the one. If Pettigrew gets taken out, it's going to be by Chance.
I agree.
Yeah. So, it said Petty is a hater. Good riddance next season. Yeah, we assuming he gonna be gone. We don't know. We don't know yet. But I would think that they get rid of him. I thought Pettigrew was playing Columbo. Just the mere fact, even if he in his mind, if he thought he was playing them, just the mere fact of you with them, and you didn't talk to Bumpy and tell Bumpy what you was planning on doing. It wasn't like a setup that they had going on. That just yeah. And like Bumpy said, no more third chance. Like Bumpy said, he done already stole from me before, and I gave him a chance.
Yeah, we kept seeing the foreshadowing for it from the beginning, and we were saying that. But I ain't gonna hold. I was hoping. I was a piece of me that was hoping that he was setting up Columbo, and that maybe this was something that happened off screen that we didn't see, and they was just trying to make us think that. And then it was like once we found out that it's real, I'm like, I want him gone. That was one of the things about the ending that I didn't like. I don't want to see him back no damn.
Yeah, he driving down the street like he just going on about his. I didn't. Yeah.
I was pissed with that.
Yeah, he did. You're right. He did know that. He said that Bumpy knows that he fled. He told that to Columbo.
Yeah, because he called out sick.
Yeah. He called, talking about he calling out sick. What kind of, you don't call out sick when you have these types of jobs. When you part of the gangster world, you don't call out sick. You saw what happened to the Carlo on The Godfather when he called out sick.
Mm-hmm.
And the Godfather got pow down in the street.
Yeah,
you see what happened to him the next day. And he, what's the com say? Don't forget the cannolis. Don't forget the cannolis. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No, you can't be calling out sick. You better show up. You don't care if you got to run the temperature, throwing up, diarrhea, and let them tell you to go home. You still show up to work. Yeah. I don't care. Well, you better be in the hospital. That's the only way they probably let you give a pass. No, I'm talking about calling out sick. Hey, West Coast Barbara.
Yeah.
So he was desperate for money and kicked Bumpy when he was down. He has no loyalty, driving with a smile on his face. Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
Yeah, because Tara wanted to jump through the damn TV and beat him up. That's what she said. She said that earlier. She wanted to jump through the TV and beat him up.
I was so mad at his betrayal too. Like he couldn't wait for things to come together. And just because to me, I think he was already skimming off the top the way he was fiending for selling the Gucci. Remember what he did last season with
right. Mm-hmm. I know Tamika was screaming at her TV. So Columbo decides to go and have a sit down with the rest of the families, the commission, and they just talking to him about what's his Oh man, what's his name down here with the tie? What was his name again?
Uh,
Uh,
that's that's Joey Bonanno.
Bonanno. Yeah, I could no, it just slipped my head out my mind. Bonanno, yeah, he telling him why you on, like, basically I'm just paraphrasing, but why are you on TV? That uh he says it's gonna be thousands of people out there. Why are you on TV? He says it's also gonna be the FBI and everybody out there with cameras snapping pictures. You know, but he, like, they told him, well, either you for us or you either with us or you not. He had no choice but to pretend like he was with them because they were all on the side of Colombo, everybody at that table.
Mm-hmm.
And he was they could see that he was like doing a little pushback with being on Bumpy side. So he had to shut up. Remember, he was running his mouth at the beginning, then he had to shut up. Cause if not, he might be gone. Yeah, yeah, leave the gun and take the cannolis. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Shout out to the Godfather. It's still one of my favorite movies of all time. Um, and this commission, they didn't give a damn about nobody. All they care about is making money. They want somebody to sell the Gucci. That's all they care about. They don't really care who sold it.
No, they didn't. They just feel like at this point Columbo's making the money, and that's the bigger picture for them. I mean, they never really gave a damn about Bumpy. They wasn't gonna give a damn about him anyway.
It's the
He-
money. Look,
Right.
Jamaica, you could sell the Gucci. They don't care. They would
Hmm.
take the money from you. They don't care who sell it. They just want money. They don't care, and they don't want all this violence and stuff. They. But anyway, so we got the Panthers place, and it's being guarded. And Elise is, I mean, what's his name? Margaret is there, and what's his name? Sadiq. He don't like it. He said, I don't like all these guards up in here, and you got your daughter here. She was just trying to explain, look, this is my daughter, and I mean, I guess that is that. That ain't really much more to explain to that. That's my daughter. What I'm supposed to do? I gotta protect her. I mean, she do love Margaret, so I can't take that from her. But but somebody made a mention here
Exactly. If it
earlier.
was his child, he would want her to be protected. So it's like, what is the conversation here, really?
Exactly.
Shout out to Candy Love. She the one that hooked me up with the early the early link.
Yeah,
And
thank
that
you, Candy.
exactly. Thank you, Candy. Because I was like, oh, first I wasn't gonna watch it. I was just gonna wait, and I said, shit, I can't wait. I gotta watch it right now. I said, oh man, it was good. Hey, Sally.
Hey, Sally.
Oh yeah. Oh, Tamika called that early on. Vaughn. Tamika had called that. Maybe Moochie did too, but I remember Tamika saying it, that Frank and Stella gonna hook up. That's gonna happen. I
Hmm.
got a feeling that's gonna happen. So let me move on past them. Okay, so here was just they Bonanno was just trying to tell what was this? They was meeting with Stella to say that explain this Moochie because my I done got all these Tory lines in my head now. What was he just talking about? How they gonna try to take out Colombo? He wanted his guarantee that everything would be okay if he tried to take him out. Right? Is that what it was?
Yeah. And if he didn't get him, then it was gonna be on him.
He wanted to
Yeah,
make sure that they was gonna basically stand up for him if
yeah,
it go
yeah.
through that it was a sanction hit.
Right,
And
right, right. Yeah, yeah. And
and they
Stella
was
was
like,
on
if it
board.
go, they said if it go through, then we'll stand by you. If not,
Right.
then we're not gonna be able to. We're gonna have to work something out. So it couldn't be. It had to be a sure thing with this. And
Hmm.
I think if everything would have went through, I believe I want to say Bumpy would have been free.
Yeah, the thing is, they don't know yet that he's, well, we haven't gotten there yet, but they didn't know when he got shot. They probably assume he died, but we know he didn't die. So, but Stella got pissed off showing up at the garage or wherever that dump is that Columbo got his little shop at. She pissed because of Delia. She slapped him dead in the face. She slapped him in the face. Said, "That's my best friend." And but she played him though, because she said, "Look, I want all this violence to stop. If the war stops, I will marry you." And he fell right into it. So I thought about her. I said, Stella is like the chicks on Players Club. She used what she got to get what she want. So I ain't mad at it. She didn't love Columbo, and she had no intention on getting married to him. She just told him that. I mean, did y'all see it that way, or?
Yeah, she listen. At this point, the plan is in motion, and she's pissed because at the end of the day, Delia did get hurt behind this bull crap with y'all because y'all don't
Mm-hmm.
have no type
An
of damn
innocent
respect.
person. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so
Mm-hmm.
she knew what to say to him. She know that this is already what he was wanting, and it was a way to make it seem like, if you stop this and you do what I tell you to do, then yeah, me and you could go forward with this marriage, because he been coming after her about it for a couple weeks now, any damn way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Did you see
he definitely liked her.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see how he was looking at her when she kissed him?
I know
He
he looked
looked
like a
like the
kid.
happiest man
I
alive.
know exactly. He looked like a little kid, like a teenager. You know what I'm saying? Like he got kissed for the first time or something. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's exactly how he was acting. Cause he actually it probably had feelings for her and was falling in love. She don't love him at all. So she don't want him. She gonna get with Frank Lucas. I can see that happening. Um. Well, this is when they started to do the plotting and the planning. And Chance was like, "Look, we can get into the St. Clair. They probably ain't had a chance to change no locks yet, so we can come in through the basement and meet them when to because he was going to plan a sit down with Columbo. So, but they was gonna get there early enough to take out all the men. You know what I'm saying? So they was right on point with that. They was right on point with it. Now, Moochie, did you like the fact that she Lise came and told her father that she loved him and she worried about him?
Yes, because I don't think she knew everything that was going on with him
She
but
didn't.
she didn't
No,
come to the hospital when he had the heart attack.
she didn't know everything.
I think she
She know
spoke
her
to
father's
Barbara
into
and found
stuff,
out
but she don't
everything.
know every single thing. No,
Mm-hmm.
mm-mm. No. What you think about it, Tamika?
Yeah, I agree. We talked about that. It was like, how the hell you going and using his name to get different stuff, but you ain't even know about his heart attack, ain't come to the hospital, ain't come to the house
Yeah,
afterwards. Because remember, I was even pissed that she wrote that letter, then crumbled it the hell up, ripped it up.
yeah,
I'm like,
right,
girl, why the hell you did that? So I
right,
was
right.
glad to
Yeah.
see them, like I
She
said,
probably
come
heard. She
together.
probably heard through the streets
Hmm.
that he went to the hospital, but she never went up there to go see him, and she didn't even come to the house when he came
Right.
home. Yeah, I don't
Exactly.
know. Yeah, yeah. Y'all, I like Elise, but y'all right about her. She been making some bad
Yeah,
moves. So
I like her
I have
too.
to
I feel
agree.
like she came a real long way, but I think also losing Malcolm, like we got to see how losing Malcolm affected her and how it affected Bumpy this season and
Now,
some of the
Tamika,
decisions.
Tamika, since you're already talking, what you think about little Margaret? You think she falling for Jerome? Jerome's older than her.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I could see that happening a little bit. And also, we
Yeah.
know Margaret got a little bit of rebel inside of her, and that she was kind of leaning towards the
Mhm.
Black Panthers as well. So
Mm-hmm.
I already knew, and then we already knew that Jerome was gonna be trying to get in that daggone closet. He was staring at that damn lock from the last time, so that wasn't really a shock. We pretty much already
Exactly.
seen and talked about how that was gonna play out.
She said she thought Stella was going. Jackie Wine said I thought Stella was going to use the hammer on him.
I thought
or,
so too. On
or
Pino,
Columbo.
I thought she was gonna use it on Pino.
No, yeah. When we get there, she was going to. She had got that, yeah. But I think maybe Jackie might meant if
Yeah, I think she was
I
talking
think she
about
meant
when she went to
when
see
he
Columbo.
Columbo, yeah.
Hmm.
I don't think she would have did it with all of them there.
Yeah,
She had to
not with
walk
all of them
past
around. If
every
she was
walk.
with
Yeah,
him by herself, yeah.
right. Yeah, because there was a whole bunch of people out there. She had to ask permission to come in. Yeah. Yeah. Why don't Stella have some security? She don't have nobody with her.
Well,
I
I
think
think she
that's gonna
didn't
all
really feel like,
change.
yeah, I didn't think she felt like she needed it. Remember, at one point, I don't think we got there yet, but Bumpy actually offered, and she was like, "Nah, I'm good." She just didn't think she really needed it. So the situation changed.
Hmm. Did y'all know Stella would choose Bumpy over Columbo? I think
Absolutely.
she always would choose Bumpy over Columbo. She's cool with
Hmm.
Bumpy. She don't have a problem with Bumpy.
Yeah, she ain't really messed with Columbo like that, to be honest.
She just dealt with him. Remember that was
Hmm.
back when the whole thing with Teddy and all that. He did help her out at one point. She was trying to get away from that nasty stepmother and all that. Yeah, but she didn't. It was just always business. Hey, Lemon Kush, Pepper, Puff
Hey,
Puff Pass. Um, yeah, well, Jerome, he didn't know well, Margaret told Jerome that your mother was a hero because she took the bullet for the rest of the family. I mean, it wasn't like she jumped in front of the bullet. She just hadn't been standing there. He was just shooting all wild, that guy. So Vito, he was just shooting all wild. So anybody could have gotten shot. She just happened to catch the bullet, but she did survive. But Jerome was pissed. Jerome was pissed. So I think this is when he told Columbo. I think this is when Columbo told Pettigrew he wanted him to check out Bumpy. I think it was around this time.
yeah, he
Yeah,
know
and
he
then
can't.
and then also he also about the Stella thing. He asked him, said, "Do you trust her?" And he was like, "Yeah, I trust her." And Pettigrew said, "I wouldn't trust her," But he told him to get, I guess get, and that's when he told him to get Pino on the phone. Or am I jumping ahead? Maybe that's too soon. Maybe that ain't happened yet when he told him to get Pino on the phone. But here we at the St. Clair. So they were supposed to have, yeah, because he was supposed to have a meeting that Stella set up. Yeah, that's why I did jump ahead. He had a meeting that Stella was supposed to have set up for him and Bumpy to sit down and talk to end the war. And they was going to meet at the St. Clair. And at the St. Clair, and so, but all along, they don't know that she's working with Bumpy, and Chance and Frank is going to be there soon, early before everybody else get there, so they can unalive all the guys. So, look, they was doing the thing. I was gonna say what the word is, but I know YouTube. They was what I'm saying, choking people, unaliving people. Look at all them bodies all over the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they was taking everybody out. So they was on point. Just the two of them, they was on point. They work well together, seemed like, really.
Yeah, because he was like, "You did all right, country."
Yeah, he calls them country. Yeah. Oh Lord. Remember when Chance said, this was a couple of episodes back, when he said he country as a bowl of grits. He kept on calling them country. Yep. Uh this part, y'all, I loved it. When Vito comes in and they got him, took his piece from him, throw the gasoline all on him, and he said, what did Frank tell? I mean, Bumpy tell him. He said, "This is for." He said, "This for Delia."
Yeah, that
This
and
is for,
look, you came at his family.
yeah, you come in my family. This is for Delia. Yeah, because he shot at Delia. And y'all know I like the fire. Y'all know I like the fire. What's my girl name? Oh Lord, it's a
Oh
fire.
Lord, Jesus is a fire.
Oh Lord, Jesus is a fire. Yeah, and I mean he got burnt down to a crisp. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Burn. Yes, he can burn in hell, as far as I'm concerned. Burn in hell. Um, hey,
Hey.
Miss who is that? Miss Jalen. Hey. Yes, I love that scene. I mean, just he deserved to burn. He was nasty and he was racist and plus you shot at Delia. It's a whole lot of reasons. Just get out of here. Um, so yeah, it said it made him into a hot Italian sausage. That's funny.
Right.
A hot Italian sausage. I loved every minute of this. And you know, some of y'all, the fire didn't look cheap like it did when they did Dre on OG Power.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
they look like they actually put on one of them suits and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, it looked the fire looked real. It didn't look real CGI like the other one. And it might have been CGI, but it just looked real, you know? So I was happy. I was like, burn, burn, burn. And then the whole Sinclair is burning down. And Chance was like, all that work. Because remember what they went through.
Right.
Destruction,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
found the guy's body, the guy who had the cement company, they threw him in the thing. I mean, remember all they went through trying to get the permits, trying to get everything.
They
Just
lost a lot of people with this too.
lost a lot
Exactly.
of people with this. They did. And remember, okay, so what's going to happen with the money? Oh, with the loans? Oh, that's right. The guys gave them gave Bumpy an extension for the loan, right? Didn't he give him an extension or something? He ain't got to pay it back right away. Yeah, so I guess when he starts selling the Duce again, he can pay off his debt with the bank.
Exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, going and trying to get the loan, everything that he tried to do, and he tried to do something good because remember, Malcolm told him in his dreams when he had that heart attack that basically, you know, he got to do better. You know, I can't remember the word for word that Malcolm had said in his dream, but he got to do better. So he wanted to give back and do something for you know, for Harlem. This whole place is supposed to have been for Harlem, and now it's burning up in flames. But Bumpy told him, I mean, sometimes you got to burn it down to start back up again, right? You know, so. But it is what it is. But at least that man is gone. So, and Columbo was pissed at this point. Columbo was pissed. And this is when he told him to get Pino on the phone because I guess, and he realized that Stella set him up. This is when he realized Stella set him up. No. And Pettigrew is just, more I keep seeing him, the more he pisses me off each scene. Cause he could have gave he could have went back. Well, I guess even if he went groveling back to Bumpy still, they probably would have killed him because he already betrayed him once and he begged Bumpy for forgiveness. So I don't know Bumpy will forgive him this time. I don't know. And so this is when Jerome, we knew when we saw that lock last episode, y'all? We talked about the lock and the camera focused on that damn going lock. And I said, it's a reason why. And Jerome was hanging over by the lock. He couldn't get in there. And this is when he asked Margaret to help him out and going to get that key. But I guess at least keeping it in her pocket. This Moochie, if you kept a key in your pocketbook for a lock or safe, you ain't thinking that somebody gonna go in there and steal it. You just probably keep it in your purse.
I just think I don't know. She just don't be
It
making
was
the money.
convenient to me that all of a sudden they had her have it in her pocketbook. I mean, they had to have a way for it to get
Right.
to
Yeah, yeah.
Jerome, but before it was the guys that had it, and they was putting it in
Mhm.
their pocket right back after they was taking, the hammer out, and then they was locking it back. So, all of a sudden now it just so happened to be in her pocketbook, and Margaret knows it's in her pocketbook, and she gets to get it and get it for him. So,
When Jocelyn said, "Why did they burn down the club?" Well, the man was on fire, so and it was gasoline or
All of them
something.
bodies in there, they had to burn
hmm
it down.
Yeah, they had to burn it.
yeah,
Yeah, it was bodies in there. It was gasoline all over the floor. It was gonna burn
hmm
anyway, and so
All of them bodies, they had to do it.
yeah.
As much as he ain't want to, cause you could see how Bumpy was looking at it go down. Like he, it's just
oh.
it was just sad.
Honestly, said this reminded me of the beginning of American Gangster with the guy on fire. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think
Mm-hmm.
about that till you just said that. RC, you right. Yeah,
hmm
yeah. Yeah, they gave him a 2-month extension, and the insurance will pay for it. Maybe if he had insurance, yes. If he had insurance on the place, they'll probably pay for it, so he'll get
Yeah.
his money back.
I don't know how if Columbo took over the club.
Mm. Well, he
That's
might have
all.
had some type of insurance. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We just assuming. We don't know. Um, all that work just to go back to selling the douchey. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And somebody said, why was Moses, why was Elise in charge of the armory? You know?
For convenience, that's the way they wrote it, child.
Right, right. She just happened to have the key in her pocketbook, right?
hmm
Oh, um, yeah. Well, he convinced Jerome convinced Margaret to try to help him. I guess help avenge his mother's. You know, his mother didn't die, but
hmm
just take out the man who shot at his mother. So he meets with Columbo meets with Pino. And Moochie, what was he telling him? Trying to convince him to take out Stella.
Yeah.
But that's Chin's daughter and all this kind of stuff, right? And
hmm Supposedly he don't do women and children, and on top of it is Chen's daughter, but it didn't take much to convince him to say, listen, I'll help you become a boss if you do this. She gotta go.
right,
Was full of
mm-hmm.
shit anyway.
Right. I'll help you be a boss,
hmm
and he want that. That's what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he wants.
Exactly. It didn't take much convincing. He don't like the damn black people, and he never cared for Stella to begin with. He just was putting up with her, tolerating her.
Right,
That part
absolutely.
right there.
Putting up with her and tolerating it. Yeah, because he wouldn't even consult her on things. So um Stella was meeting with Bumpy and Frank and Chance and everybody, and he was saying, "Look, you need to watch yourself and be careful." And she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be fine." And I'm looking at the way Frank and her looking at each other. I said, "Oh yeah, it's something gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Something gonna happen." Now this when Columbo is about to go off to this rally. There's a Italian American civil rights rally thing. And he wanted Pettigrew to come with him, and Pettigrew didn't want to come. Some y'all, Pettigrew must not have been staying in his house because Chance could have gone to his place wherever he laying his head at. So
Yeah,
he
he
must be
probably
like
laid up with some chick.
he probably laid up somewhere else or there's some hole in the wall somewhere. He probably laid up somewhere because you see he changing shirts. He's got a different clothes on every time we see him. So he's staying somewhere, but or sleeping in his car somewhere. But he wanted him to come with him, and he didn't want to. But I wouldn't have came.
Pettigrew is dumb as hell. I'm sorry. He ain't got the sense God gave a roach, and he earned his damn self. I just can't wait
I
for
would
him to
not have
go.
come with them.
Yeah, because there's no way I
I
would have
believe
been
he's earning
following
it.
him around.
Because he had his own car, so obviously he wasn't riding with them. He shouldn't have. I don't know. I mean, we didn't see all of that. I'm just speculating, but it just seemed to me he shouldn't have gone to that rally. to that meeting. To that, that parade or whatever that Italian American thing. Well, he shouldn't have gone to that. You know, he
Yeah,
shouldn't have
he's
gone
sitting
there.
there driving them, being a damn chauffeur. He's a dummy.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Columbo and that guy who was he the lawyer, right? He was the lawyer. Um,
Uh-huh.
and so now she brings the key. Like you
Mm-hmm.
said, it's so convenient that she got the key. She bring it to Jerome, and that's the key for the to get into the guns. Then Columbo, I mean not Columbo, Bumpy. Let's see what was going on here. It just went. Oh, just when he told
That's when
Chance,
they was
Chance
saying could they trust
they was
Stella.
yeah they was going yeah they want he want Frank to go take care go watch over Stella while Chance goes say he was gonna go up on the rooftop
Mm-hmm.
and he was gonna try to get a good shot and get him from there. And I mean, Chance would have had him if Jerome hadn't did it first.
Exactly. That's why I
Chance was
was
gonna
kind of frustrated with Jerome and them. I didn't want to jump the gun, and I understand that Jerome just been itching and scratching to do something, and he feel like, one, he shot my mother, two, he tried to, get at your father, so I'm giving him the 2-for-1 special. I'm gonna go down here to take him out, but really,
Mhm.
he just end up getting in the way, and I feel like that's probably gonna come back on the Black Panthers for next season, but.
we might
Guess
see
they didn't know.
we might see Nikki Barnes. This is what Moochie said. We
Hmm.
might, what I'm saying, we could.
I think
I
it
mean,
is a
look,
chance
Moochie
we
took
might
it all the
see.
way to the Outpo
Yeah.
and Rich
I
Porter.
said
So
if you
I
could
don't think we're going that far. But
Yeah.
but if you talking about Harlem, you talking about Harlem.
I'm wondering how many seasons they could get. I love
let's say
Godfather of
6, y'all.
Harlem,
Let's say
but
6. There'll be 2 more. 5
I'm
and
just
6.
hoping that more people is watching.
Yeah, we're gonna be having to pump this even during the off season. We have to keep reposting on our pages, keep shouting it out every time we with the crew. We gotta keep talking about it. We gotta get more people to talk, to watch it. I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, we got a nice crew of people who come up here every week with us, so we
Hmm.
know we watching it, but we need more people.
Yeah, because you don't really see this show trending and being talked a lot about like we do
No,
some of the other
exactly. It
shows.
absolutely no.
And
Yeah.
I always see people complaining as it is, even with things that's on Paramount and Peacock. Sometimes I look in the comments and they be saying, "Oh, I can't get all these streaming services. I love this one. I wish y'all was playing this on regular TV." So the numbers count a lot, y'all. If you're not supporting and
And
watching it,
and
that's
and
how they get canceled, and they cancel
that's
these
how
shows
that's
fast.
exactly how it gets canceled. And really, I understand
Can't
they
even
have
say
to.
most of that. They seem like they cancel all the black shows. They get us
Yeah,
to
they
push
don't
their
give it a
channels,
chance.
and then once they feel like they can take the baton and keep running, then they drop the black
Hmm.
shows. That's
That
what
is
that's
Of
true. That's
course,
very
that's
what
true
always
too.
happened.
I
gonna be
mean,
the
both of
first to
y'all
go.
correct.
That's why we gotta support it. Yeah.
Both of y'all correct. Both of y'all correct. I mean, and listen, everybody don't have MGM Plus,
Yeah.
and everybody don't have the access to have the free hookups and stuff
Right.
like that. So it's if it was on Netflix,
Because I think
Hulu,
when
or
it first started, it was Epix,
Paramount,
and I
it'd be on
remember
something better.
watching it on regular TV when it was coming on there. And then I guess it joined with MGM, and then it changed. So,
It should go to like Paramount Plus or something. Because
I
hmm,
some
feel,
place most people have most people got Peacock, Paramount Plus, Netflix, maybe Hulu, but it's on
yeah, it's too
MGM
many
Plus. Like
streaming
really
services. We
outside of
ain't gonna have all of them.
right,
I
right
feel like if
out,
they air this
it's
the
really
same
nothing on
time,
MGM Plus for anybody to keep it. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
I
So
feel like if they air this the same time they do From, like maybe if it piggybacks off of that, you may be
it
able
needs
to
to
get like a
piggyback.
you
Yes,
may
it
be
needs to
able to get more
piggyback off of.
people.
Right, right, right. I was just saying the same thing you're saying. It needs to piggyback off another big show.
Yeah, I could see
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Hmm.
So if you're right, if it come on, like if From comes on at whatever day it come on, it be on 8 o'clock, and then right behind it 9. But I know
Hmm.
it's a streaming app, so it drops at midnight. But
Right.
it should come on. They need to have more things on MGM Plus. So that's what the problem is. It's not enough
Yeah,
on there for
I can
anybody to
agree
want to
with that.
keep it. Yeah. So but JT, yeah, we talked about this. How do you call in sick on a
Mm-hmm.
job? Like you can't
Mm-hmm.
call in sick on them type of jobs. Yeah.
Exactly.
This ain't no 9 to 5 job, you know. You work
Mm-hmm.
all the time. I really thought Pettigrew was going to be the one to cap Colombo at the rally. But you know something, the reason why last week, Mo, I can't remember if you was here with us last week. We read the synopsis, and then also we
Mm-hmm.
read the Wikipedia, and in
Mm-hmm.
Wikipedia about Joe Colombo, it said a man named Jerome, a black man named Jerome
Right.
Johnson, shoots at him at this Italian American rally. So
Right.
I just said, yeah, okay, that's how they gonna do. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
they
I figured it was a
incorporated the real life, even though they switched some things around and they made it earlier, but it pretty much incorporated, which we always see them do with the stuff from that's actual from history, and then give it a little twist.
wasn't Nicky Barnes in jail until 1971. I can't remember right offhand. Um, I would have to do my research. I can't remember right offhand. Nikki might not been. I don't know where Nikki was during this time because Frank wasn't even doing his thing yet. So,
Yeah,
Well, we in
um,
60. We in the 60s still, like
yeah,
68.
yeah.
because we had like 60, 67, 68. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Vaughn said, I've been watching since day one. We have too,
me
Vaun.
too.
Mhm.
Yeah. Same with us.
Yeah.
Next season might be it for Godfather of Harlem. Bumpy is close to dying. Yeah,
Mhm.
I would like it to go at least 6 seasons, but I could see if it ends in 5, But I would like for it to go 6. Checking in from Toronto. All right, what's going
Hey.
on up there in Toronto? Um, the historical piece, right? Devon.
I like that it's historical. That's what I like most
Mhm.
about it, and they timeline is pretty accurate, even though they embellish
They're
somewhat.
embellishing some stuff, but
Yeah,
it's
they
more
changed stuff
accurate.
around because technically Joe Colombo didn't die before Bumpy.
But they don't
Right.
even. We don't know if he's going. Remember, he
I
was
No,
mean, he didn't
yeah,
die
paralyzed like a
anyway till
year
years
or
later, but
something.
I'm
yeah, he
the
didn't die
shooting
until
didn't
much
happen
years
till
later.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he didn't die
that's
till he
what I
went into a
mean.
coma. I think he got
Right.
shot in the neck. He went to some type
Mhm.
of he was paralyzed from the neck
Right.
down. And then he went to
Mhm.
a coma for a while. So he
Exactly.
suffered toward the until the end of
Oh
his life.
yeah.
Yeah, he suffered
Mhm.
to the end of his life. Um, okay, Ryan is sort of on the same point with you got Moochie, is that if this show was on some other network, it would have been canceled 2 years ago.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's something similar to what you was just saying, right? About these networks, you build them up and then they because Forrest Whitaker, didn't he had 2 or 3 other shows on this network?
I
Well, I
want to
know
say
he had
that
another
he
one
had
up
the
there, but
other
I think
show.
that one was always supposed to be a limited series. I'm not too sure if they were
Okay.
supposed to get a second season, but I
Yeah, when
love
he
that
played the
show. I was
judge,
talking about it all the time.
she reviewed that.
I
Mhm.
know. I was yeah, I still haven't watched it. Now the Godfather of Harlem is over, I'm gonna watch it. I mean I'm not reviewing it now because it's way too late, but I'll I'm gonna go back and watch it because I think I watched the first episode and then never went back. So I
Hmm.
gotta go and finish it. Yeah. So um look, okay, Moochie and you, Mo, you and Moochie going to talk about the Supreme Team. Now we going too far, and that's Queens. That's not Harlem.
Yeah, that's Queens. Not not.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not horrible.
They can't have
That's
a
why I didn't.
separate show about that. I don't
That's why
know
I
if
didn't
that.
even say nothing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Epics first, and then it turned into
Yeah, I
NBC.
was
Yeah.
watching it when it was on Epics.
No, we would. I would go ahead and get the app when it was Epics, and then once Godfather Harlem went off, I would cancel it because I didn't watch nothing on there. It was nothing really. They had the same old things that you see on other platforms, so it wasn't really. This was the only real reason to have it. Yeah, Mo said I got rid of it on Sunday night. Um,
Oh, soon as the last episode aired.
yeah,
Wow.
There's some good movies on there, but I don't. If you're paying for it, it ain't worth to pay for it. I don't think it because just a lot of the same movies on there. You can find them on Prime or
Mm-hmm.
Hulu and other stations. So Paramount. So it's owned and produced by Disney, distributed by MGM, which is on Amazon, but doesn't put Yeah, they don't put no marketing behind the show.
No, I thought that was a good comment too.
Sorry, I froze y'all. They don't put no marketing behind the show. That's for sure.
Right.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah. Okay, well, let me go on. Let me finish finish this up. Wait a minute. Let me get rid of this comment here. Bam. Okay. So yeah, just the plotting and the planning that trying to take out Columba. Now we sitting around with a Feeney and eating, and Margaret looked down in the dumps. They found out that Jerome is missing and one of the hammers is missing. And they said, "Look, Margaret, what do you know?" Um, and she said, "I can't tell you," but they figured it out that he was gone. You know.
And then he had the nerve to be sloppy and make it obvious, go out the window and don't put the lock back and leave the damn door open. Like, come on.
Right. He's a kid. He's a kid. He's not thinking. He just wanted to avenge what happened to his mother.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but Moochie, talk about Pino. He's so stupid.
But she knew he was coming. But I think she really thought that he was gonna be like, no, that's my father's friend. He knew me since I grew up, and they was like, it could be anybody, and your father told you that. I like the way she was prepared, but you can't. A man's a man. You're not gonna be able to overpower him.
Yeah, she was sloppy with getting that hammer out of her purse, but it was funny because she actually was saying that, like, "Oh no, he wouldn't come at me. I knew him since I was a child. He not gonna turn against his family." And she had to get that reminder from Bumpy, and it was like, "Yeah, you're right. My dad said don't trust nobody. Nobody's your damn friend. No, not even your friend." And he was like, "Not even me." And she was like, "Yeah, not even you." And they sitting there smiling at each other. And then when he asked her about leaving somebody around to protect her and was saying, "Hurry up and get out of here." Obviously, she ain't rushed fast for damn enough to pack that damn suitcase. She said no, she was good, but he ain't listened to her any damn way. But
Look, I'm reading these comments right while y'all was
Mhm.
talking, and a lot of people said, "I counsel. I
Yeah,
counsel all
that's
my
what people
apps
be
too.
doing.
I
Yeah.
can."
Yeah.
Everybody said, "I counsel." I don't. I'm paying $1 for 3
Hmm.
months, and when my 3 months over, I'm done. Everybody count. They See, that's
Exactly.
what
It's
I'm
too
saying.
many of these apps. You be trying to get
It
the
really
deals when
is.
you can.
It really
Yeah.
is. But this one I wanted to highlight by Jocelyn. I love y'all channels for reviews because y'all funny. Y'all keep it clean, no bad cussing. Okay, Jocelyn, you must ain't been around me because I do be cussing and I do be talking bad and I talking and I got a gutter mouth. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna
Every
try to do
now and then we do a little cussing, not too
Yeah.
much.
Every now and then,
better.
yeah, it'll come
I,
out,
I try.
especially.
Yeah, if long as I haven't had an edible or something like that, then I'm usually pretty good. Uh
Mm-hmm.
but every now and then Moochie gotta reel
Yeah.
me back in, grab me by the
Sometimes
back
when
of my
we have those
he gotta
first
grab
reactions and they don't
Moochie,
piss
you gotta
us
grab me
off.
by my shirt like this and say, come on there. Yeah, it depends on what we talking about, Jocelyn, because
Hmm.
sometimes uh these people be making us so bad we had to cuss their asses out. And
Mm-hmm.
or if it's late at night, like after 11 or 12 o'clock at night, then yeah, we might go hard then,
Hmm.
might say anything. At least I'm gonna speak for me. I know I can be bad, but we ain't too bad. We try, but I definitely like to be laughing. I definitely like our channels to be having fun. Now we ain't gonna be up here arguing and cursing each other out and no
Oh yeah,
negative.
no.
Yeah, we're not gonna be negative toward nobody. Even if we saying something and cursing somebody out, it's still all in fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still all in fun. We
Mhm.
don't take. I hope nobody takes me serious because I'm here just to have a good time. Um, they said this show is definitely up there with Raising Canaan for me.
I
Raising
agree.
Canaan is my damn show. I love me some
Yeah,
Raising
I love
Canaan. That's
Raising
my
Kanan.
shit right there. And then now, yeah, I love Godfather of Harlem. Great
Hmm.
writing, the direction, the everything. Now, of course, we might have our little nitpick on things like we was talking about Elise and all that, but those are minor things. You know what I'm saying? We love this show. You know, this show is great. They've been doing a wonderful job. Great casting. You know, the costumes, the wigs, the music, everything is good. Um, so they better send Jerome to Canada. I bet his ass gonna go to Canada now. Remember, he didn't want to go to Canada at first. I bet he go now. Yeah, but Pino, he had to go, and I'm glad he had to go. He was doing too much.
Yeah, he was number one on my list to go. I was getting scared for Stella for a minute there. I said, "All right, Frank, come through."
Okay, but wait a minute. Let me go back 1 second. Why is she taking so? Why was she so slow packing that suitcase?
Hmm.
Girl, I wouldn't have cared about packing no
He's
suitcase.
taking time looking at the picture.
You got money. You don't need to pack no suitcase. Just get out, grab your pocketbook, get the hell out of town. You can buy clothes wherever the hell you going. Anytime I'm going to visit my father, yeah, I just talked to him today. He ain't say nothing about it. You
She got
know,
out
Okay,
of there
he ain't gotta
faster
tell
when she
you.
was meeting Teddy at the bus station.
Hmm.
yo, yeah, remember that? Yeah, yeah. She was packing that suitcase way too slow because I'm screaming at my TV saying, "Girl, hurry up! Like, why is y'all? If look, somebody tell me they coming to get me. I've been out of here so fast, like Speedy Gonzalez, like a cartoon. I've been out here so fast.
Hmm.
Forget the clothes and packing, taking pictures and this that. Nah. No, you can get some more clothes, or you can throw the picture in your pocketbook and keep it going, keep it moving. So now she was said she was going to see her dad. Now, Tamika, have we got any word on the actor who played Chin? Is he gonna come back, or are they gonna write him out?
Yeah, no, we haven't got no word. It is gonna be interesting to see if um if they still gonna have him, or they still gonna they still gonna say he away. I don't know which way they're gonna do that one.
Well, maybe he might be back for next season. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Maybe he might be back for
Yeah.
next season because we need him. You know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Mm. I mean, well, I ain't gonna say we need him, but I just don't want him. No,
I
I ain't
do
gonna say we
like
need
him.
him.
I don't want them
Yeah,
to put
I
another
that
actor. Like if they're
that's what
gonna say he's still
that's
away,
what
then
yeah.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I was going with it. It's
Yeah, I
not that
love
we
that
need him. I
actor.
just
Yeah.
it's either you gonna write him out or bring
Hmm.
him back, but I
But
don't want them to replace him with another
Yeah.
they
person. That's what.
they
Yeah,
saying
that's
he doing Daredevil. He's doing
Yeah, yeah.
Punisher, and he might be
Right.
doing that other one that they put together. It was on Netflix before. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it had
oh
Luke Cage
oh
and
he
two
didn't
other
do.
people with it.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
doing
he getting
Daredevil.
busy. And I love that actor. I used
Mm.
to like him on Law and Order. I can't even think of the hell
Yeah,
new
Law and
Law and
Order,
Order.
Criminal Intent.
Yeah,
Yes,
Criminal Intent. That
Criminal
was my
Intent.
man up there.
That was
But
yeah,
y'all
he was good
remember
on him.
him? His famous role was from Full Metal Jacket. That was
Yes,
his breakout role.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Uh-huh.
When he played the guy, yeah. I know you're talking about. And I love that movie. To this day, I still love
Yeah,
Full
they was
Metal. I don't,
calling him Private Pal.
yeah, yeah, because at the Goma Pal, that's what they was named. That guy
Mhm.
was so nasty. That's that sergeant. And I don't usually like too many military movies, but that one I love that one. That's one of my favorite movies. You know. Anyway, yeah, I agree with JT. That suitcase should have been packed last night. You knew you was gonna have to
Yeah,
get
as
out of
soon
town.
as
You should have been
Bumpy
at
and
that
them
suitcase.
left, like I don't know the time frame between when she had the conversation with Bumpy and this, but I was like, girl, you going too damn slow. Like, what is happening?
Vincent, he plays Vincent Gigante, but his name is Vincent Delaforno.
And he also played in
Oh yeah,
something
yeah.
else.
Hmm.
Wait a minute, he played in
He played in a lot of stuff. Excellent actor.
oh man, it was another movie he played in. I cannot think. And he every time I see him in something, he's good. So and I miss Giancarlo Esposito. Remember he played He played the senator.
Powell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
He been busy
And
now too, which
but he
I
been
love it. I love seeing him and stuff.
but he's in everything now. He probably ain't got time to come back. You know what I'm saying? They can't pay. They probably can't even pay him enough money because he in so much stuff. Um. So she uses the word pocketbook for a purse. That's funny. I haven't heard that in years. Oh yeah, because I kept saying her pocketbook.
Somebody else said that to me when I said that. What's it's like
I mean,
pocketbook. Like I think it was my
I
nephew
use purse and stuff. I say purse, but I mean, but it's just old school. Look, I'm in my 50s.
that.
We say,
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I say
still say
pocketbook.
pocketbook too.
me too.
Damn,
That's
you
something your
making us feel
grandmama used to.
old.
Tamika, that's something your grandmama probably used to say. Your pocketbook. Oh, girl, go over there and get my pocketbook.
Hmm. I just said to my son earlier today, pass me my pocketbook.
Hmm.
I
Right,
said
I
it to my
know.
nephews and they didn't know what I was talking about. Now that I say that,
And even though I don't carry like
I'm like, y'all don't know what my
even though I
what's
don't really carry
my purse.
purses too much anymore, I'll be using those sling, bags, the ones that go around your body and stuff. But I
Mm-hmm.
still call it a pocketbook. I say, go over there and get my pocketbook. Then where my pocketbook at?
Mm-hmm.
I still say that. So, well, anyway, Frank came in, saved the day, took him out, and see, Stella was scared to death, boy. Ooh, she gonna have to get up out that apartment, and but yeah,
She
I
might
think they
have
gonna,
to. Didn't Joe
they,
Colombo get her that apartment?
yeah, right, yeah, oh yeah, she need to get back. She can go over there and stay with Frank. Well, these two they sitting around looking at the TV, looking at the rally, so they just waiting for something to happen, and the Panthers go and go try to find Jerome. They at the rally now. Chance has got his piece. He on top of the roof, and he go Pettigrew trying to hide behind a pole, hoping ain't nobody see him. Oh, coward! And Chance almost had him. He had the bullseye on both of them, and it was confirmed from Chance. See, Chance was still trying to say that maybe Pettigrew didn't do it, didn't turn on them, but he got confirmation. And he said, first
Yeah,
Colombo, then you.
right. This was the part that got me frustrated with Jerome. And I get it and I understand. And if my other half was, still living, he would say that's the way they wrote it. So I have to remind myself because I was cursing out the TV because I wanted Pettigrew to get it. You messed up the damn plan with you coming in. Now I'm still glad that Colombo got shot, but then that took it away where Chance had to start taking out all his other men and then give them a clear shot for damn Jerome to get away. Had your ass not
Mm-hmm.
been there, then he would have been able to pop both of them. And it shined the light on the Panthers. So I just feel like if we do continue, it's gonna be where something may come back up with them too. But
Mm-hmm.
I wanted Pettigrew to get it, y'all. I didn't want to see that man standing around no damn corners, driving no damn where, looking around, nothing. Okay, look at your damn grave.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wanted his afro to be popped up top of his head, but I'm disappointed they didn't get rid of him. I
Yeah,
understand
that
kept
frustrated
they
me.
kept the story. They could have still gotten rid of Pettigrew, even though they
Hmm.
let Jerome, since that's the real story that a guy named Jerome Johnson
Right.
shot at him. They could have kept all that part. That has
Hmm.
nothing to do with Chance still taking out Pettigrew. They should have had Pettigrew taken out.
Exactly.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
should
I
have had him
thought he was
taken out.
gonna do it when he was on that roof.
Yeah.
But look at Bumpy face. He looks satisfied. He thought
Mm-hmm.
Baby Chance did this. He has no idea little Jerome
Yeah.
did.
He's sitting
And
back smiling.
yeah, he had a smile on his face. And this was live on TV. And
Hmm.
Yeah,
y'all, this happened in real life, and it was
Yeah.
live on television. I mean,
yeah, that's
Hmm.
true.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can find footage of it if you do some
Hmm.
digging around, probably on YouTube or something. It's probably around. So, um, I mean, he went down, and I like this guy as an actor though, even though he's
Yeah.
an asshole, but
Oh yeah,
he's
yeah.
a good actor. Yeah,
Oh yeah, he's a good
he's a
like
good.
he
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He's he. So even though we don't like Columbo, but the actor did a great job playing
Oh yeah,
Columbo.
he did what he was supposed to do because he made me freaking can't.
Now he gonna be paralyzed though, Tamika, right? But that doesn't mean he can't
We
talk.
don't know which way they're gonna do it for the show because they already did this earlier. They already changed it a little bit, so we don't know if they're gonna
Yeah.
make him taken out or we just gonna see him in the bed like a vegetable.
But he
We don't
probably could
know.
still talk, maybe. But we don't know. Like you said, we don't
Right.
know which
Hmm.
way they gonna. Well, now look at the St. Clair. It is burnt down to the ground. Okay,
Mm.
it's
Hmm.
crisp. It's no more. And but look, this is me trying to throw Pettigrew in the fire.
Yeah, I was so pissed with this,
I,
y'all. I wanted
we-
somebody to be in that back seat and just slice his freaking throat while he driving.
oh yes, like on the Godfather when they took out a Carlo at the end, right?
Hmm.
The yeah, hello Carlo. Like
Right.
yeah,
Yes.
right. Like on the Godfather, I'm telling you that Godfather. Look, it's so many things on the Godfather that a lot of these shows be stealing from, and
Mhm.
Oh,
but they
absolutely.
yeah
Yes. They were the
they should have had
blueprint.
they the
Hmm.
blueprint, right? Absolutely, they the blueprint, and they should have did that same scene in here. They should have had could have been Junie Bird. He could have been in
Yeah.
the back seat. Somebody, anybody. I don't care if it could have been Bumpy. Anybody could have been in that back seat. Look, I don't care if it had been Margaret who took him out. You know what I'm saying? Margaret could have took him out. I
If
know I could
that
have did
would
a better.
happen, Mamie would be so mad at everybody.
Oh my god. Yeah, his ass in the fire here. Oh my god. Yeah, I want him. Everybody said they want him out of here. They don't. Yeah, Columbo did die in the 70s. Yeah, he was paralyzed and all that stuff. So we don't know what's the situation, how they gonna do it for the next
Yeah.
season. But
Hmm.
um, yeah, Godfather is definitely a rewatchable movie.
Oh yeah.
Look, every time it come on,
I never get
Oh
tired of
yeah.
watching that.
me, I
Me
watch
Hmm.
it
neither.
anytime I see it, or if I'm in the mood. You can
Hmm.
put it on, be clean the house and everything because it's a long ass movie. So
Yeah.
you could be doing stuff while it's on. Yes, Jackie. Margaret could have been in the back seat and she could have had that switchblade, that the bumpy switchblade. I don't care who it could have been.
Hmm.
Anybody. I just want him gone. It's a chance gonna get Pettigrew next season. We
I think
better,
so too.
yeah. But if he gets in the
Yeah, and I
car,
hope it's the beginning of the season because when I tell y'all my blood was boiling, I rewind this in the part back like 3 times. I said, "Did I miss something? Because how the hell is this dude still driving?" I said, "The car gonna
that's what.
blow up. Like
Okay,
something gotta
but
happen to him."
with Nate, okay, see, I agree with Nate. I think we might not even see him next season. I think he gonna be disappeared. He gonna be like, I mean, well, disappear. I mean, I'm saying disappeared, like not
Hmm.
unalive, but like he get in that car right here, he drove off, and we just never see him
That's
no more.
not satisfying enough for me,
That's
man.
not
I
satisfying.
need
No, I
I need to
agree.
see him gone.
I need to see him. Yeah, I don't care what happened. He could drive off a cliff. I just need anything. I need to see him gone. Um, who did change take out toward well he took out those
That was the Cuban people.
yeah,
Remember,
right,
that's
right,
when they
right.
was gonna blow the missile there. He used a rocket launcher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
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 that
I remember that.
Boardwalk. I watched Boardwalk Empire. That used
Oh
to be my
yes, that was
show
my
Yeah, oh
show.
I love
Hmm.
yeah. I keep saying
with,
I'm lately I've been going back
with
rewatching
Cuddy.
old
Yeah.
shows, and I think I might go back and rewatch that. Just I I know it's a lot of new stuff coming out and a lot of new stuff is already out, but I like going back and watching the stuff that
Hmm.
do rewatches of shows. So
Yeah.
and that might be one I need to go back and rewatch. I haven't watched it in a long time. I
Mhm.
love Boardwalk Empire. Um, I like Godfather 2 better because of the cars. Godfather 2, great too. It's
Hmm.
another good one. Who uses the knife best, Bumpy or Frank? Both of them are fast.
Mm.
Um, well, Frank is younger, so maybe might say Frank. When it first started, Bumpy was using it.
Oh yeah, but I say Frank right now because he looks sexy when he doing it with that
Yeah,
toothpick
yeah, he's
twirling it around and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bumpy because he been doing it longer, even though we haven't seen him, do it in a minute. Frank is still young, but they both
Yeah,
quick with it.
Frank is young, so that's why I was probably say Frank.
Hmm.
I said, oh, Pettigrew going into witness protection if he's smart.
Oh, I don't want to see that.
No, we don't want that. We don't want that either.
We don't want him to be no rat, but he is a rat though.
That, yeah, he is. Right, he is. So he driving up, but I agree with Tamika. It's not satisfying watching him drive off. We need to see something happen to him. Uh, so Frank is teaching. I mean, not Frank. Bumpy teaching Frank how to do chess again. Or they still going over the chess thing because chess symbolizes real life. With the pawns and the king and the queen and all of that. That is you can learn a lot in life by playing chess. My son was teaching me, but I still don't have it down pat yet. So I haven't been playing it enough. I got to keep playing. So he was trying to teach me a little bit of it. I know checkers, but that ain't the same as chess. It's two different
Yeah,
games.
my
Yeah.
son plays chess too. I don't really
Yeah,
know how
my
to
son
play
played
it.
chess, but we got a set. Actually, I'm looking at it now. We got a set right here. I need to play again. So right here, it just showed Bonanno told him, look, you cool with the five families, but you gotta go back and sell their duchy. He had no choice but to say okay. He really
Yeah,
had.
this frustrated me too. I get it. We can't have a happy ending. I've been saying since the beginning that Bumpy just seemed like he can't win. It always be 3 steps forward, 4 steps back. But it was like he fought so hard to get away from this Ducci to build everything. Like we said, he went through so much, but he made mistakes too. So it's funny that we were saying about Elise making mistakes. I think the biggest part of this season was showing that the impact, of course, that Malcolm had on, him dying had on them and the decisions that he made. Because, like me and Moochie, all of us was saying from the beginning, if he really did that deal with Chin from the beginning, all of this would have been avoided. So he
Yep.
fought and went through all of that, and he still is back at square one with now he got to sell the damn Gucci.
That's true. You made a good point there. You're right. And we did talk about that early on. That had he did
Hmm.
that deal with Chin didn't want to get involved with the business. He just wanted the money. So he just wanted a percentage. And then he asked say he was gonna do like a 60-40. He would take
Yeah,
40%.
it started with that, and then Chin did get disrespectful. Don't get me wrong, and
Right,
Bumpy
he
really
did.
got pissed off. But
Mhm.
when it's all said and done, you know how they say the devil, it was like it just went from bad to worse with the whole Columbo thing.
Mm, I know. I know. Well, so by them showing Frank here at the end, do you think that's now like Moochie say foreshadowing that we gonna get a Frank Lucas story more next season?
I think we are. I think we're
Yeah,
gonna get, like I said, I think we are.
I hope
hmm,
so.
I
I,
agree.
I do hope
Hmm.
so. So where's Stella gonna go now? Cause she left with Banana and left Bumpy standing there by himself.
Hmm.
And then reflecting, and Malcolm shows up in his vision, and he said, "I
Yeah,
tried." He did try.
he
He
did
said
try. He
he did
did.
try. He told Malcolm, he said, "Look, I tried."
Yeah, he
And
did.
but then he got to go back something to do. So where is Stella going? You think she's gonna get out of town, lay low for a while?
Probably.
Maybe Banana gonna hide her out for a while because he was
Hmm.
living in Arizona,
Right.
so maybe she gonna go hide out for a little bit. Um, that's what she should do.
Yeah.
Get out of
I
New
think
York for a minute.
she's gonna have to for a minute.
Yeah, just
Hmm.
until things die down. Yeah. And he go Pino was talking about, remember, he said he don't take out women and all that, but he had no
Hmm.
problem with beating up Chin's ex-wife.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I
He
wasn't
beat
mad at that. I wanted him to beat her more.
Oh no, I wanted her to be unalive, but he broke her legs
Yeah,
and
he
put a
broke her legs.
yeah. But did he broke one leg or two? He should have
He
broke
broke
both of them.
both of them.
Nah, I think
Yeah.
he broke both of them. He was beating the hell
Yeah.
out of that
He was
lady.
beating the hell out of it with a what was it, a crowbar, right? With a crowbar.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what she was like,
And then
And he was
she
like,
had a
what?
neck brace.
Like she was mocking
She had a
Mm-hmm.
neck brace around her all neck. You know what I'm saying? Look like a damn turtleneck. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I
And she
think
really thought she was gonna be in charge. She was like, "You're gonna be my driver."
Right. Get the hell out of here.
Mhm. Oh yes, oh yeah. Unfortunately, he gone too, the driver. Yeah, so
Hmm.
oof, Lord. I couldn't stand that lady. I couldn't stand her with a damn. You know, I would Olivia or something. Olympia. Yeah, well, we won't see her no more. I know she learned her lesson. She ain't coming back around.
Dude lost a finger, and she had both her legs broken.
Yeah,
With
she's a black widow.
It was
Yeah.
funny too
Mhm.
in the beginning when they was having the breakfast, and I don't know if y'all talked about it because I came late, and then they was showing the picture and saying how Mamie did a good job with bringing Baldwin and Capote together, and
Right.
Margaret said, "Well, you that's the least that should happen. All that ass kissing you was
I
doing."
ooh,
I was glad
yeah,
that
you
they
know
said
something
that
else.
to her.
This how I know this TV, y'all, because in real life, in the '60s, if a child had said that, she would have got
Yeah, she'd
eggs
been.
would have been slapped across her face. They
Hmm.
would have slapped her. A bowl of oatmeal would have been on top of her
Elise was
head.
like
You know
Margaret.
She
exactly.
would
They
have
wouldn't have
got
been
one
laughing at
now.
that. No, in the '60s, she would have got slapped across her mouth. But yeah, but that was funny, and she deserved that because she was licking the butt of those white women.
Hmm.
It was
Yeah, I hope
ridiculous.
we not gonna still seeing her do that in the next season because
Please, I
that was
don't want to see no
irritating as
more of that.
hell.
That was to me her storyline. I don't dislike maybe, but her storyline was the weakest of the season. I just we didn't need all of that. They gave us too much of it. Like
Yeah,
it's okay
I
to
agree.
sprinkle it here and there, but it was too much. They focus. I'm like we ain't.
Hmm.
If Bumpy sees Malcolm one more time, he might end up in an institution.
You
Right?
know?
So but y'all, this was a good season.
Hmm.
This was a good season. I enjoyed it. I mean, I'm enjoying all the seasons of Godfather of Harlem. I mean, we're gonna nitpick little small things, but overall,
Yeah, overall,
this
I loved
this
it.
was a good series. I mean, yeah, seasons 1 through 4, all of them is good. You know what I'm saying? I tell people who haven't watched it, start with season 1. Don't just try to jump in on 4 because you ain't gonna know what's going on. You
Yeah.
start with 1 and just binge watch it through. Take your time, and then that it's gone off, people really can go back. And that might be something I might do before the next season. Or maybe I might go back because I haven't gone back to watch 1 and 2 or 3. I haven't gone back, so I might go do that before we, by the time the next season comes. Oh no, please, Yvette, talking about Olympia could show up again. If she know what's good for her, she better not. I feel there's a reason why she could uh there's a reason why she would be in the hospital on the same floor as Bumpy. Yeah, but I just think that they done with that lady.
I
I
think they
think they
just
done.
showed them in passing when he was leaving
Yeah,
the
they did
hospital
pass
and
it
he
Hmm.
was
with that.
coming
Yeah,
in.
Yeah, because to be honest, I was like, why is she back now? Like that annoyed me. I thought her ass was already gone.
I
You know,
thought she was
I
dead because
thought
I
he
said to
choked
Moochie,
her out.
Hmm.
I said, isn't she dead? I thought
Right.
she had
I
died.
thought he choked her out
Me
though.
too. I thought she was dead. I forgot all about that lady. I really had forgotten about her until
Hmm.
I saw the thing, and I was like, Tamika, what the hell? I think it was me and Tamika on that night. I said, why is this lady coming back on the show? Yeah. So yeah, and Godfather of Harlem is up there with The Sopranos. Yeah, it's a great show. It really is. Even when this whole series ends, whatever how many seasons they give us, this is a show that you can go back at one day and rewatch. 5 years later, you can pop it back on and rewatch it, and you won't. And it's not you won't be disappointed. It's really really good. Yeah, it's a really awesome show. So yeah, we like it. So well, I guess now on Tuesdays, y'all. I don't do any of the people in the chat. Do they watch Squid Games? Because I'm gonna be Squid Games comes on this week, Friday, right? I think it's the 27th. And so I'm thinking about if
Hmm.
Tuesdays work for y'all that we can just switch off and do Squid Game. I don't know how many episodes they're gonna give us, Tamika.
I'm
Is
not
it
too
six
I
or eight?
don't
sure.
know. Are they gonna drop them all?
Well, I don't want to do it all in one because even say if it's six
No.
episodes or even three or 8 episodes, I don't want to talk about it all in one. So I'm
Yeah,
like, do
they
like,
Right.
usually drop the whole thing, but now they've been kind of switching up too, where sometimes
Yep.
it's a
Where
certain
they
amount at a
sometimes they
time.
do it.
So I don't even know how they doing it. Let me
That's
see
what I
if
was
I can
gonna say.
see it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, well, we'll probably do maybe uh 2 at a time or 3 at a time or something like that because we don't want to do you know overkill trying to cram in the whole thing at one time. And it'll just stretch, So, um, oh, you haven't seen one episode, JT? It's good. It's a crazy show. I'm gonna just say I don't even know how to explain it. It's just crazy. Yeah, it's wow. I couldn't stop watching it, and I wasn't even gonna watch it because I kept saying, "What is this crazy show everybody talking about?" Everybody
Mm-hmm.
was obsessed with it. It was during the pandemic where everybody was locked in, right?
Yeah. It
And
was
I was like,
crazy though.
it was around that time frame, and I was like, I ain't watching this
Oh man,
mess.
it's only gonna be six. This is the shortest damn season. I'm kind of disappointed with that.
Well, maybe I
Mm.
do. Maybe I break it up in 3 and 3 or something like that, so we don't have to drag it out too long. But
Mhm.
But
and that
two.
show we don't need no bunch of pictures. It's mostly gonna just be conversation with that. We don't need
Yeah.
a whole lot
Okay.
of pictures for that. Um, because there's too much be going on to be having a whole lot of pictures. But oh, did y'all watch the Family Business? No, I have not seen it. I know EJ. That
Yeah, I
EJ is the
watched it.
Family Business girl.
Mhm.
EJ TV junkie. Subscribe to her. She does all the family business and Candy Love as well. Now I did the Family Business New Orleans, but I when
Mhm.
that came in, that was a spinoff. But the
Yeah, they
regular
finished filming, so they haven't said the release date yet. But I know that EJ definitely knows all family business things. She actually does the show
everything.
and the books.
Yeah, she knows
So
everything.
I usually join her for the live discussions with that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not up on the regular Family Business. I only know about that
Mhm.
spinoff one.
New
So
Orleans.
yeah, right.
I was too far. It was too
I'm
far
too
for
far
me.
behind. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have to. Yeah, it would take me. That's why I didn't ever jump in because I
Mhm.
think they on season 6 or 7 or something there with Family Business. So
But I
Mhm.
do
uh,
do all the Queen's Men with them.
Mhm.
right, I think that's coming
Yeah.
back at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's gonna be back. I
yeah.
think
I,
July
July
24th
25th
eh,
fifth
or
or
somewhere around there. Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, I heard it was coming back. Yeah. So um, well, even if y'all don't watch, people in the chat, if you don't watch Squid Game, just come on and listen to us talk about it. You might want to watch it after we
Yeah,
talk
I would
about we start
definitely
talking about it.
recommend it. Squid Games is good, and I'm hearing that they're supposed to have a few different spinoffs, but one of the ones
I heard
they're
that.
gonna
I
have
heard
is America, Squid Games America. I don't know what
I
they're gonna
heard that
call it.
too.
I'm
Wow.
definitely interested in that. Mhm.
That would be kind of
I
crazy
know
to see
they was
American
asking
version.
people to audition for it.
Yeah. Hmm.
Has the new Power spinoff been confirmed with
Yeah.
Tommy Tariq?
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And, oh, that's that the one called Origins?
That's gonna be
Oh no,
Legacy, I
Legacy,
think.
right? What's
Yeah.
the one is that
And
called?
then we got Origins. I'm assuming Origins is gonna start like after Raising Canaan finishes.
Yeah. That's
Sorry,
like
I
the
froze up.
format.
I'm sorry, I froze up. What is that called? The one is it Legacy or Origins?
Legacy.
Legacy. Okay.
Hmm.
Origins would be the one with about
Yeah.
Tommy and Ghost when they were
Right.
teenagers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, just come hang out with us. We'll have you laughing. We'll have you laughing. We might have some other people join us on the panel too. So we still see. I haven't went out and asked everybody about it, but I did send a message to Torian. I have to check and see if he responds. Um, might see if Detroit want to come by, but regardless, I'll be here. Ginger the blonde. Oh, thank you. You always try to keep, I've been keeping it blonde for so long. Try to cover up all the damn grays and try to look like I'm 25. It's like that. uh oh yeah, go well you said you gotta catch up on Squid. Yeah, we're going to put it on tonight and watch a couple
Hmm.
episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Um they gonna give you a backstory on it.
Yeah.
either way. And then Force, yeah, it's coming on in the fall. They
Mhm.
they they got a little mini thing they showed. Look, it's not really a trailer, but just like
Teaser.
a teaser. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I mean, I'm sure that's gonna be some goofy stuff, but we're gonna be here to talk about it anyway.
Mhm.
We're gonna be here to finish it. This is the last one that
Yeah.
we definitely gonna have to finish it off. So but that's about it for tonight, y'all. And I'm trying to think. I don't have nothing else going on this week. We be back, back with the BMF again on the over the weekend on Sunday. I do my BMF review, and Uchi,
And we
like
do
you
the
do
first reaction
first
too.
reaction on Friday morning. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And when P Valley coming back to make is that on your what you should be watching list?
They
That's what.
haven't announced nothing yet that I know of. I know it was supposed to be this year, but I don't
I
know
was hearing
when.
August.
Yeah, but I haven't seen no type of
I haven't
promotions
seen
for it, so I
anything
doubt
though.
it. But that's what I was hearing before.
Mhm.
So I'm
Right.
still on the lookout for it. I don't even remember what
Mhm.
happened with that either. I need to go back and revisit.
I don't know. Yeah, I would have
Yeah,
to
I
go
gotta go
back.
back and watch that
I
too.
would probably start back from season one just so I can, freshen my whole. I don't know when it's coming back. It's so much to
I will
watch. It's so
definitely
much
keep
to
y'all
watch.
posted
And
though as
that
soon as
whole
I see
lawsuit
something.
thing that they
Yeah,
was gonna
Tamika
do.
does
Yeah.
the what you should be watching. Tier, are you
Hmm.
subscribed to Tamika? Make sure you are. She does the what you should be watching, and she gives us the update. And she also
Yeah,
puts
the
on the
lawsuit
community
held
tab
it
too.
up, and also that whole writers, thing.
Mhm.
What she did, all that with the lawsuit, and end up losing and end up owing them damn money. So, but it
Yeah,
is what it is.
right,
Mhm.
Jack. That's right. Yeah. So who knows when it's coming back? It might be 2030 when they come back. What I'm saying? Them hoes be old by that
Well, they
time. They ain't
they
gonna be swinging
finished
around the
filming.
pole.
I know that, but that I thought
Yeah,
the
they
lawsuit
finished
was over
filming.
with.
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah,
matter of them putting out the date and actually putting out a trailer so we could know.
and
Right.
also, thank you for subscribing to Tamika. Make sure you subscribe to Moochie as well. Muchella's reviews. Make sure you subscribe to her as well. Because she drops
Thank
all the
you.
foreshadowing moments, the trailers,
Hmm. Hit
the,
the
the
hammer and
trend,
let her know you
the
came through.
trending topics. We gonna get together and do a trending topic. Probably not Tamika because she don't be caring about these celebrity and their business. But
Yeah.
and I don't either. But in the way, sometimes it's still interesting
We
listening to
gonna
that
talk
guy.
about it. We got to talk about
But we
Jim
gonna do so.
Jones and
There's so
his
much going
nonsense.
on between the R. Kelly, the Diddy, the this and that. It's so much going on. So we gonna find one day to do it. And yeah, okay. Jocelyn said,
Ew.
Moochie say, "Ew." Hey, Detroit, I didn't think you would come by
What's
Detroit. That's
up,
Oh,
why I didn't
what's
send you
Detroit?
the
up?
link.
What's up?
Mhm. Oh,
I
and
thought
speaking
he
of the
was gonna come
snowfall,
on and
me and
talk about
Detroit
it
are
with us.
supposed to have been doing snowfall recap, and we never get around to doing it.
Yeah, that's
We keep
supposed to come out in the fall.
Well, we're supposed to be doing a recap of the first snowfall, the
Yeah.
original. And every time we was gonna do it, he had something to do, or I was doing something, or something. It didn't work
Hmm.
out, but we
Hmm.
gonna. I know I didn't send the link because I didn't think you would come. The last couple of times you was busy, so I said he probably ain't coming. And plus, to be honest with you, I forgot to send the ladies the damn link. They
I
was
know. I was in the
so
damn bed.
really.
Moochie talking about you got the link. I said
That
no.
was that was on me. That was my bad. I thought I had sent it out. I thought I sent it out. So Detroit, we still got to get together and do this snowfall, the recap, we was
Mhm.
gonna do like an overall recap of our favorite episodes through the whole 6 seasons. So we gonna still get that done. Now that this show is wrapping up, we'll figure it out. And you say it's hot here. Look, it's hot here too. It was 100
Listen, I'm
today.
Yeah.
pouring sweat
Sure.
right now.
It was 100 today. Yeah. Oh, okay. Look, everybody want to know Okay, when the dragons come
Child, we
back.
don't know.
I
That got
don't know.
pushed
They ain't
back.
dropped that yet either. It
Now, see,
keep
that's
getting
the
Yeah.
pushed
ladies. They
back.
know about.
Yeah,
They
I'm
know
hearing
about the
that it got
dragons.
pushed back. So we'll
Yeah.
see. Hmm.
Right.
Wait a
Um,
minute. What Leon you saw at Walgreens? Oh, Leon from Snowfall? I thought you meant the other Leon for a minute.
oh, I thought the other Leon. Yeah, I want to say, oh, with Leon.
Leon at Walgreens.
Detroit, pop
He
up
said,
1 second. I'm sending the link to in the chat here. This is for Detroit now, not for everybody else to be jumping on in. Yes, it's in Ohio. It says it's 100 here in Ohio. Here in the DMV, it was 100. Yesterday it was 102 or 100 something like that, and then the day it was 100. But we're gonna get some rain coming up. We're gonna get some rain coming up. What about the hedge night? What is that? What's the hedge night?
what's the
Is
hedge night?
that a scary movie? What's that?
Hold on, I'm
House,
looking it up.
House of Dragon came out. It's coming out next year. Okay, Detroit, pop on one quick second before we get off. Yeah, it's a lot. Look, one thing I think sometimes during the summer, Tamika, we don't really get too many things to watch, but it seems like we getting things to watch during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of the movies usually come to the theater in the summer. Sometimes not so much the shows because they figure everybody's out doing things in the summertime. But also the things that's going to the theaters is not staying in the theaters long. It's coming to
Oh
streaming
no,
services like
they staying there 2 minutes.
Pretty
yeah,
quick.
2 seconds and then it's out on streaming. So
There we
Right.
go. Yeah.
What's up?
Oh,
What's
okay.
What
up,
up?
Detroit?
Hey,
What's good?
Detroit.
What's
Hey,
Hey.
good? What's
how
good?
you doing?
We in the heat wave for we've been in the heat wave for 3 days.
Yes,
Actually
yeah.
we have
4 days.
too. We have
hmm
too. Yeah, we've
My
been.
electric company keep texting me talking about don't run the AC because we gotta conserve energy. I ain't about to be. I'm already in here sweating bullets. What
Oh,
the
I
hell
got
y'all
that
talking about?
text too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, forget them. Forget them people. You better put that AC on, or a fan or something.
Sure, a fan ain't gonna do it in
Hell
105-degree
yeah.
Or
weather.
let's just blow
Yeah.
around hot air.
Yeah. I know. I know. You gotta lay on the bed naked in front of the fan.
you
That
know?
ain't gonna do it.
Oh Lord,
You
yes,
gotta
and
take a shower or something, cold shower.
Leon from Snowfall was so down to earth. Okay, because
Mm-hmm.
Jackie met him at the Walgreens. Okay.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Well, Detroit already said he wasn't gonna look at the spinoff, right? Did you
I'm
say that?
gonna look at it because I want them to get more episodes.
Oh,
If the
okay.
first episode don't do good, they might not release all of them,
Yeah, we
which
got to.
is kind of
The,
weird to me.
the pilot is very important if we watch the pilot. So they got to give us a little teaser or something. So they taping it now. So hopefully we get something.
Y'all know how they did that, Damon Wayans? I think that's his name. You know how they did that comedy on CBS?
Yeah.
That's how they doing Snowfall. If it do good, they give it like they
Yeah,
show
but
about
that was
five
weird how
episodes.
they did the Damon Wayans because they actually ordered more episodes and said that it started out high, but then turned around and canceled it. We was talking about this earlier. I feel like they really don't be giving these shows a chance. They be canceling them quick. And a lot of times, sometimes people don't have time to watch it right then and then, and they want to just go back and watch it later. But by then it's too late, y'all.
I told Inga that,
Unfortunately.
Tamika.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
told Inga that on the phone. I said it's a different age. Like we in the binge era still. So a lot of people they don't watch it till it go off.
Right. Yeah, like me, I just said I'm gonna go and watch the thing that Forrest what's that show that Forrest Whitaker did, the Emperor or something. I know it's old, but I ain't never get a chance to
Yeah,
watch it.
Emperor Ocean Park. Hmm
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Detroit. Jocelyn says she come to Detroit on July 23rd. I can't wait to see Motown. It's nothing like the Texas heat.
I know
But
it's hot there.
Yeah. I know Texas. Yeah, because when I was in Vegas, it was 105, and that was the end of May. So that was
with
the
us though, it's different though. It's humidity though. That's worse. It might be like 100 degrees, but it feel like it's 110
yeah,
degrees.
because we got humidity here on the East Coast. See,
Yeah.
they don't have humidity on the West Coast, or
Mm-mm.
but some parts of down south got humidity. Like Florida definitely has it, Georgia has it, but that's still considered East Coast though. So
That's a fact.
that's
Let
all
me ask
still
y'all.
East
Let me
Coast.
ask y'all a question. Y'all think I think this is me though. I don't, I don't know studio or nothing like that. I actually think they should give at least like if a new series come, I think they deserve at least one season and give a season two. And if the season two don't do good, then you can
Yes.
cancel it.
A show needs at least 2 seasons before you cancel. You can't cancel after a couple of episodes. That's not fair.
Yeah, they're not even
You
giving
Yeah,
know,
it a chance.
now you're giving it a chance. Oh
yeah,
no, my circuit breaker went out because I had the AC and the oven on at the same time. Okay, you gotta get that
God
fixed.
damn.
You can't cook and you can't have the air conditioner. Yeah, Mo, you gotta get that fixed.
Yeah, July 4th, Sinners is coming on Max. I've been wanting to do a watch party for that in the Discord.
Oh yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Yeah, we definitely. Oh, I want to ask y'all. Well, since before we all get out of here, what y'all think about the possibility of Franklin might play the new Black Panther?
That well, Tanisha,
Remember, I
you
sent
got
that to
that.
y'all. I think in the, on
Yeah.
Instagram. Yeah, what y'all think of? It's a conversation that's been going around. That
I don't know. I
Desmond
don't
Idris might be playing. You know,
Yeah, I
they
don't
looking
know.
at him
I'm
for it.
not
Yeah.
mad at it. I just want them to still have a Black Panther. The fact that, and I love me some Jack with Boston Baby. Oh Lord, I love him. I used
Well,
to say
I
he
know
was my
can't
husband
nobody
in
else
my
play him
head.
to make it out.
But they didn't want to bring him back, like bring Black Panther back at all once he died. And on the one hand, I get it, but on the other hand, it's like, no, you got to keep it going. That character is too important. Y'all didn't
Right.
do that with Superman. Why would y'all do that with
But
Black
the thing,
Panther?
yeah, and the
You
thing
know, so
is,
I
see,
got mixed emotions with that.
I didn't read the comic books like a lot of y'all might have, but so from what I heard, y'all told me or what people said was that they had multiple Black Panthers in the series in the comic books. So it wasn't just one guy who did it; it was
Mhm.
multiple people, right? So why can't we have another Black Panther? I don't know why we didn't. They didn't give us another one so far. I mean, the last.
Yeah, I think it would be his son.
Yeah,
The,
I don't. To be
Mm.
honest with you,
I
no
don't know. Then why
disrespect,
this conversation about Desmond Idris might be doing it?
because he's sitting there trolling. Because at the end of Black Panther two, his son is. I ain't trying. If you
Oh
ain't
yeah,
seen
yeah,
Black
no,
Panther two, I don't know what to
I'm
tell
sure
you for the
most people have
spoilers.
seen it, but if not,
Mhm.
well, if
And
they did,
they don't need to recast him neither. They need to recast. I can respect that they need to recast another American to play that role. Shouldn't be another British actor playing the role. No disrespect, but let a young American actor get that role.
hmm
In my opinion,
um, yeah, yeah.
because
I
they always taking the roles from these American actors, like they did a Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. These guys is British actors, and when they ask them about them, they ain't even know much about Martin Luther King and what Malcolm X was doing.
so
A
he's
lot of
supposed
people.
to play Chadwick's son. I
Yeah,
mean,
Who?
I
How
think it
they
would
going?
be I think it would be his son. It wouldn't be him. That's why they
okay.
introduced the son at the end of Black Panther.
Johnson said I want Tyrese to play Black
Oh
Panther.
no, no,
What?
No,
baby. I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry,
I don't
Jocelyn. We
agree with
love you,
no damn
He
Jocelyn,
too
but
Tyrese.
old. He too old
we love
now.
you, Jocelyn, but
Talking about for what I think, his Chadwick, I mean not Chadwick Boseman, but the T'Challa's son is a kid. He only like when it left, he was like damn near
he
7
was
years
like he
old.
was like
Yeah, I
seven.
guess they would have to age him up,
He was like
definitely.
7 years old or something. He was a little
Yeah.
kid. Yeah.
Unless they just gonna say it's a whole nother, variant, another damn
Well,
what you
you
call
know
it.
they could do a different universe,
Right.
like a
Yeah,
a
that's what I
different
meant.
zone
That's what I
universe.
thought that people
I
said that
think they
in the
might do
comic
that.
books they've had multiple, just like they had with Batman's and Superman's and all that. They've had multiple different ones. Yeah, Damson is Nigerian, but he's British because he grew up in over in London.
Right,
Yeah, yeah, but his origins is Nigerian, correct? But
right.
he lives over there. He has a British accent. Um,
He don't even sound African. Like man, you know what? Me and Ava, we gonna have to, Mooch, we gonna have to do some doggone talk about some
a
history,
time
man.
jump.
We
Oh,
gonna have to talk
my.
about some history, Moochie, man, because people need to know their history, man. Like
Now
a lot of
Denzel's gonna be in the next one.
now Denzel
Yeah.
definitely gonna be in the next one. He gonna
Y'all
be
think he gonna
they
be a
say he gonna be a
villain?
villain.
He gonna be a
Yeah,
villain? Yeah,
yeah.
I think he wants to be a villain. He's good at playing a villain too. He can do good villains.
I
Yeah.
think Dr. Doom is gonna be. gonna be in there. You know what I mean? Because in the comic books, Doctor Doom he invades Wakanda to take their vibranium weapons and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
he could be in there. And Shuri is as right now. Shuri is the Black Panther, man. I know a lot of people don't like it, but
Yeah,
in the
because
comic book, she
I thought it was supposed to be a female, the next one, but oh, wait a minute, is that Iron Heart thing out yet? The girl who playing
I think
Yeah, I
yeah.
so.
think it came out today. I'm gonna check that out. Please, y'all
I'm gonna
support that Iron Heart
I'm gonna
because
check
they
it out.
really did it dirty with the promotions.
Yeah,
The
I'm
Because
gonna.
we
people
Yeah.
was
watching that,
already
Well,
hating
wait a
on
minute,
it.
isn't that a Disney thing? Disney's not
Yeah, it's
promoting it,
on Disney. Uh-huh.
but is Disney
I
not
watched like
promoting it?
20 minutes before I got
To
into it.
me, they waited to the last minute to promote it. They have been promoting it these last couple of weeks, but I just feel like, why did y'all wait so late? And then, of course, a lot of people is hating on it off the back without even seeing it. So please, please support it, y'all.
I'm watched 20 minutes of it. So far so good. It's like 3 episodes right now though. They did it dirty. They gave it no promotion or nothing like that. Disney.
Exactly. I feel like
Yeah,
they
that's
dropped
why.
the
I mean,
ball
I'm
on that.
surprised Disney is not promoting it. You
And
know.
Hmm.
the crazy thing is, Disney, they own ABC. You know what I mean? So the NBA finals was on for 7 games. And they ain't they promoted some of, but they supposed to put like they I don't know, man. They wanted this to fail because if it was Iron Man or something else, they would have gave it full promotion.
Hmm.
If this was Star
Exactly.
Wars,
Look at how they
they'll let
did
us
the
know.
She-Hulk.
Exactly.
Look at how
Yeah.
they promoted the She-Hulk.
Oh, and I ain't even like that. I looked at a little bit of that and I
It was
turned it. I
Yeah.
ain't care for
corny.
that. I ain't
Mm.
care
Yeah,
for
I'm
that.
telling everybody to watch it. Please, please, please.
I'm
Get
gonna
those
look at it.
numbers up,
Like,
okay?
and y'all know I don't really watch a lot of comic book stuff, but I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna support this. You know, I'm gonna support this. The Denzel movie with Spike Lee that's coming out in August.
Oh,
That's gonna
oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be in the theater and then it's gonna go to what Apple TV, I think.
yeah, just like
Yeah,
Yeah.
F1.
yeah, it's gonna
Hmm.
be in the theater on limited like screening or something, but then it's gonna go to what you call Apple
It's gonna do
TV.
just like F1 is gonna do. Movie theater, then 2 weeks they put that boy on Apple.
Yeah, it said Moochie. She-Hulk was trash.
Yeah, I said it was corny.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I ain't like it. I ain't care if I watched like an
But they
episode or
promoted
something.
that
I ain't
though.
watching.
That was my point. They promoted it. We knew about it. They was making a big deal about it. They didn't do that with this one because the lead is a black woman.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm.
And so many grown ass people was up there hating on her. Y'all know which people it is.
I ain't hate on the Moochie. I mean, Tamika. I just said they need to put they promote.
Oh
They ain't
no,
promoted.
you heard me
Oh,
say
okay.
you know what people it
Oh,
is.
yeah. I know who it is. I ain't saying no names, but yeah, I be watching them. You know what I mean?
Um, yeah, Jocelyn said she want to see Method Man with a Black Panther suit on.
Mm.
It
Mm,
I mean, it would look nice, but I don't
would
know.
look good.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
he
I
would
don't
look
know
good,
about
but
him in the
I
movie.
don't know if Method Man is
Right.
yeah,
He
but
want
yeah,
to
I
play.
don't know.
He already said what character he want to play, and it's
He
not.
want to be in a Marvel thing though, because he's
Yeah,
big on Marvel. He loves Marvel.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
so
already said who he want to play.
hmm.
I
Oh yeah,
can't think of
Ironheart.
the
That's what
name
we
of
was just
it.
talking about, Vaughn. We was talking about that. That's yeah. Tamika sent everybody to go support it and watch it. Just
Mm-hmm.
just put it on. Even if you're doing something else in the house, put it on and look.
Yeah,
So
just
that
run
way
those
that
numbers
it
up.
run the
Run those
numbers up.
numbers
Yeah,
up. Hmm.
yeah. Yeah. So
who y'all want to play it though?
I.
Jocelyn in the comments says she wants to see Method Man play Black Panther.
Mm,
Yeah.
Just cause he good looking, you know what I'm saying? So,
mm-hmm.
No, we want somebody that can actually act. That we know he can act, but we don't know if he can do this.
yeah, he wants to be in a Marvel though.
Yeah,
He's always
I
stressed
can't
about
think of
that.
the
He
name
wants
of
to.
the character he said he wanted to play though.
Oh, okay. So Vaughn said, "What's the character?" You say you don't remember, Moochie?
Mm, I'm gonna look it
I
up.
don't remember. He might have said it, but I
I
don't
know
remember.
somebody that who could play it. You know what I mean? Like he's in great condition, and you wouldn't even know his age if he would never tell nobody. I actually believe if they really wanted to do it, I think they should get Michael J. White to play it. You ain't got to do. You ain't got to tell him how to do martial arts because he already is a
Oh, he
martial
already know
artist,
that. He got that
and
down
you ain't
You
pat.
got to
don't
show
think
him how.
he's too old?
Oh heck, you know that
Yeah,
man is in great shape.
I mean, no,
no
he's in great shape, but
age,
I'm just saying, do you think
age
he's
wise, like he's in his
yeah.
50s. He's in his.
He
He
could
got to
Mm-hmm.
play
be
the
at least.
father.
He got to be at least 54, 55 years
He
old.
about 57 years old.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, he's in his 50s. What platform is Ironheart? It's on Disney Plus, right?
Disney Plus, Hulu,
Yeah,
Mm.
Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Hulu. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
or
Um,
another one that could play is the one that was the lead actor for Cross.
Okay,
Oh, that
yes,
guy.
I could
Yes,
see
yes.
that.
okay,
Okay.
Absolutely.
Is that on your list? When is Cross coming back?
Oh,
know
we
the
don't
X
know when
Men
Cross
November,
coming
character.
back.
October.
Is it
The X Men.
October?
October.
Yeah,
Just
October.
I
Okay.
got the character that Method Man wants to play, y'all. It's
Who
the
is?
X Men character Bishop.
Okay.
So they
Okay.
said he wants to play him. He's been like that's like the character he's been asking to play, and it's a like according to comic book resources.
Yeah, black man too. Bishop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bishop is from out of town. Out of town. I don't want to get too deep in, but if you watch X Men, you know Bishop. He actually dang he actually his son is Cyclops. I mean, but if y'all watch the anime, y'all would know about Bishop and everything. But that'd be good for Method Man though.
Mm-hmm.
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 But my man from Cross could play it, and then I say call
Mm-hmm.
him
I thought they was considering him to be the Black Panther, Aldous Hodge. That's
I
the
think
guy
he
from
should.
Yeah,
No,
Smallville.
a
that's a
lot of
good one.
people were
That's a good
saying
one,
his
Mochi.
name. Yeah.
What
I
about what
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't be
about
mad at that.
What about John David Washington? I heard about him too.
Yeah, they were
Yeah, I
saying
heard
Denzel.
him
about him
too.
too. Yeah.
I think them two.
Mm-hmm.
I think them two do. They will body that though. I think them the
I think
ones
I
that
think
they
it
can
needs to be a
highlight that.
younger guy. Michael Jai White is 57 years old. He's a little bit
Yeah.
too old, I think. He's at the point where he plays somebody's uncle or father. You know what
But
I mean?
they
So
That's
definitely
what I
should
said.
put him in something in Marvel. I don't see why they
he could
haven't.
be in Marvel. He could be something in Marvel. He could be a villain or
Yeah.
anything too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
He could probably be. To be honest with
they
you,
don't really
he
be putting
probably
him in
could
nothing
be.
to make it. He does his own independent
Yeah,
films.
he
They don't
does.
put
Yeah.
him in things.
I
Hollywood
say.
just overlook him.
I say that
Hmm.
he. If they call him, he'll listen and he will take it.
Yeah.
He not one. He even said he wanted to do that. You know they about to cast 50 Cent in Street Fighter.
That's
I
what I
saw that.
heard.
I
Yeah.
saw that.
He playing a
Uh,
real popular character too. Like,
I
that's a
saw,
boxer dude. So he
yeah,
gonna be
I saw
whoever.
that.
That's a smart
My son
casting
used to
too.
play that game all the time too. Street Fighter. He used to play that game.
Hmm
Hmm.
He gonna 50 probably gonna have to gain a little bit more weight, and they gonna have to
Wait, we get more muscular or something, right?
yeah, more
Hmm.
muscular. That
Hmm.
ain't gonna be hard for him to do. And then he probably the boxer, he good at that. They ain't got to show him how to box. The only reason they picking him because it makes sense. You don't have to train him to be a boxer. He already know how to box, and he already he love to work out.
And
So he good.
he can act. He can do his thing. You know.
Yep. So you don't
Yeah.
have to do much.
Mhm. Mhm.
So shout out to him for that. That's a big deal right there. That's no like
Mhm.
honestly, I know people like him as Kanan. That's the biggest thing 50 Cent gonna have to do in his career is play that. That's a
Mhm.
video game that's been out since the early 90s.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that
Been around.
character is still in the game.
Mhm. Mhm.
I just hope they do it right because they haven't been having too much luck sometime with trying to do these
Yeah.
games into
Yeah.
movies.
And well, wait a minute. Everybody love that Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah,
Probably
they've done a
fire.
good job with that, but some of these other
Mm.
ones, yeah, not so much.
Mortal Kombat was solid. The
Mhm.
last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Mhm.
Mhm. Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah, Johnson said yes. John David. I'm fanning now. Yeah. Uh,
But y'all say
um,
P Valley though. I got P Valley come out around like August of next year.
they really dragging this damn thing out.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Blame
Mm.
stars.
Yeah.
You gotta
Well,
blame.
they did go through a lawsuit and all that stuff too, and then we
Mm,
had the pandemic. I mean, not the pandemic. What you call it? The
the writer's
strike.
right,
strike.
it's
The writer's
right.
strike. Yeah. Right. Right. Right.
They don't do it, but they
Um.
take forever to film that. Then they're like, that's a a
Yeah,
comic book movie or whatever. All they doing is on the street on the pole stripping, right? It don't take that long to film
at
that,
the
do
wow, them hoes gonna be too old to be swinging around the pole. You know what I'm saying?
it?
They gonna have to get they got to get some young girls on there. Yeah, Cross is coming back. We was just talking about that. Vaughn, if you heard it, that we just don't know a release date, but they working on season 2 now, as far as I heard, from what I heard. So,
Mm.
but we might be next year.
Yeah,
Don't I
they
wouldn't look
already
forward.
got renewed.
Yeah, it got me. I wouldn't look for it until sometime next year, 2026. That's when a lot of the shows gonna be coming back. So,
They about to stretch
yeah,
that. They about to stretch that. Raising Cane. They said that don't supposed to be coming out to next year, but they said around like September. They stretching
mm,
that out, man. They trying to make sure that when Origins get done, because this the rumor. Y'all heard it here first. This what I heard. That Origins for they, what I mean, maybe Mushi will start seeing some movement because she in New York. But they said Origins about to start filming
mm.
around like October or January. So they already got the green light, but they just figuring out the casting situation. So they about to start filming Origins.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
That's
okay.
trying to get that out the way now
Mhm.
because after Raise the Canaan, it ain't no more power.
Well, maybe Moochie might be in the origins.
Oh, who
Maybe
who should play Ghost Daddy though?
I don't know about that.
they might catch you walking down the street or something. As an extra, be an extra walking down
Who
the
should
street. No,
who
you
should
can
play
have a hammer in your hand. Pew 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 pew.
who should play Ghost Father though?
Oh, Ghost's father. Um.
Because they about to talk about his
What?
family.
Okay. What about a Michael Jai White? I just mentioned him. He could be a
That
father.
he was about to
Mhm.
play Ghost.
No,
He
yeah.
could.
I mean, yeah, because they usually do good with casting, so I'm not really worried that much for Raising Canaan. Cause I mean, not Raising Canaan. Oh no, that's right. This is Origins. Oh yeah,
This
that's right.
origin,
No,
yeah.
okay, Origins. Okay, now yeah. So I don't know who they gonna do. I don't know who they gonna have. I don't know. I don't know. Well, anyway, it's we've been up here for a minute. I'm glad you was able to pop in. We haven't talked
For
and
sure.
for a little bit, and I know you're not doing BMF. So, but
How
I'm
y'all feel
still
about BMF
I'm
though?
still curious to know your takes. I'm about to talk to you
Oh,
about
yeah.
the, or you might
Man,
have
I
to
know
jump
you.
in on with us one day when we do our recap.
I'm trying to figure it out though, man. Like I'm really trying to give BMF some type of grace, but I
Me
don't
too.
know where
I'm
they
trying to
headed
give it
to.
grace. I'm trying. I'm trying. Yeah. It's I don't want to say it's trash. I'm not taking it that low, but they could change some things. They could change some things. You have a great story. The story of these two young boys, young men, from rags to riches. And why are you throwing all this other goofy stuff up in there? That to me is not believable. I'm tired of the
Yeah.
Mexico thing. I don't want to see, and I know we're gonna see it one more time this episode. I really hope this is the last of the Mexico thing. I don't
No,
want
it's
to.
not. They gonna build that joint gonna be all the way into 10.
Oh
Watch.
Lord, my God, no. Yeah.
Do this. Let me ask you a question though before you go. Do this feel like a last season for BMF? I have that ish that it is. Though. At first, I thought 50 Cent was capping. Maybe it really is the last season. Word on the street is that if
But
it
they didn't
is ever to
say. But
come
they
back,
didn't say it was the last one. Like usually, it say series for now.
No,
uh
Series.
that's
huh.
what I mean. That's what 50 said, but I thought he could have been possibly trolling. But at this
Me
point,
too.
honestly, I feel like it is, and I want it to be. I don't. This thing is like a
Yeah.
parody for me, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't take
Yeah.
Hey,
it
It,
hey,
it
serious at
really is.
all,
I want it to be the last season. I
hey,
really
especially
do.
for it to
I'm
be
with my
based
sister
around
Tamika on
real
that. I
life.
thought it was capping. I thought he was lying. I thought he was just trolling. But
I
I'm
Yeah.
kind
want
of
it to be the
believing it
last
now.
season.
I'm gonna tell you why I think it's the last season, Tamika, because you know the prequel air, but we don't probably don't. Yeah, I probably don't watch it, but I do. Like the Outlet, and they got a prequel, right? They season one come out in about 2 months. They just got renewal for season two already, and they about to start filming. So I'm sitting there putting two to two together. Like, okay, they got a renewal, but BMF ain't even been got what's this episode 4 about to come out this Saturday? I mean
Mhm.
Friday.
Yeah.
They haven't even got a renewal yet. So
Yeah, I want it
I
to be the last season. I want it to be. Yeah, I'm gonna ride it out to the end here, but I wanted this to be the end. I'm tired of it, and I hope I know I even though I know that the real life Lucille is alive and well and doing. I mean, God bless her, but I would love for them to change the whole story up, and they unalive her and get her out the show. I'm tired of that
I mean
lady.
they might was on a live because they bringing all this. She was a pastor. She was never no pastor. She was
Yeah,
never a
I ain't never
pastor.
heard of the real Lucille, but you would know. You from Detroit, you would know better
Yeah,
than me.
they
I
was
never
not a
heard of the real
pastor.
lady with no pastor, but
And they ain't about
so
to let this woman be no pastor, knowing her sons are drug dealers.
She was
People don't
never a
understand.
pastor.
She was never a pastor.
No,
Oh
they
my
changing up a
goodness.
lot of stuff in the damn show. That's why I said
Gucci,
No, she
this
wasn't
lady
no
was never a
pastor.
this is a
pastor in real
parody
life.
at
They
this
just
How
throwing
point.
they
anything on.
gonna lie about that? Why would they even add that in then?
Just
Why did
because,
they add in
just
that
for
the man
drama.
cheated? Because Mr.
Yeah,
Charles, the Reverend Charles, they say the man didn't cheat. So why
right.
would they
My
add
God,
that in there?
my dad, he from Southwest Detroit. You know what I mean? Southwest Detroit, East Side, West Side is totally different. Southwest Detroit is small. It's not big. It's small. You think they know everybody know each other. It's like a small town. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like everybody knows somebody. You think they gonna really let knowing this woman is a son? These dudes and some these dudes was known as drug dealers in Southwest Detroit. No, everybody knew Meech and Terry. You think they gonna let her mama, the mother, be a pastor? She was never a pastor. She
Mm.
barely went to church like that. So how's she gonna be a pastor?
Mm.
Dang. See
And
what
they
I'm
say
saying?
what we been calling her a hypocrite?
Yeah,
This is
she's a
all
hypocrite.
dramatics for the show.
Yeah.
Is just to make drama. That's what I was saying the last time we was up
Hmm.
And,
here.
You right.
and,
It is. It is. That's why they've been stopped. Look, seasons 1 and 2, they probably stayed on track of the story, and then after season 2, they stopped because
they just
we
was
know
three,
season
yeah.
3 was all a soap opera. The
Mhm.
Charles and Lucille show. That's what they should have called it, the Charles and Lucille show for season 3. And then that whole Henrietta thing, none of that crap happened. None of
None of
that.
that happened.
I
Right.
don't
Uh
believe none of that Mexico thing happened either.
that didn't happen. The only one that went to Mexico was Meech and one other guy.
I
She
don't
didn't
believe
even
none of
go
that
with
stuff
him.
happened. What Moochie called it? Mel Gibson, a lethal weapon. She said
When
This
he
is
was
fairy
spinning
tale.
they
around.
was rolling around on the ground and flipping around and all. No, I don't believe that.
Yeah, I'm
I
tired
I'm
of the
gonna be honest.
Mexico stuff.
yeah.
This is actually 50 Cent fault. I'm gonna tell you why. Because this is what the dude the showrunner from season 1 to season 2, he had a stroke. So he's no longer like he's not involved, unfortunately, you know what I mean? The man had a stroke. It's a lady now that's the interim showrunner. Well, she, you know what I mean, no disrespect to her, but once the showrunner has a stroke, has something dealing with the health, you're gonna have to find a respectable showrunner to get this together. Don't get no woman that don't know, it don't matter, man or woman, that never been a showrunner, that barely writes to be a showrunner. Get somebody that's really known, that's know what they doing. And this is his fault. Soon as that man had a stroke, this stuff went downhill. Mish ain't never come back to Detroit. When he left in 89, 90, Mish never came back to Detroit until it was time for him to get indicted.
Mm.
Mm, yeah, see what I'm saying? So
They even said it in the documentary. The only person that stayed in Detroit was Southwest Detroit. I mean, he left
that was
Southwest
it.
Detroit
Yeah.
was T, and that was like in the early 2000s, like 2000 when he went to L.A. with old girl,
Mm-hmm. And then he got arrested out there.
and he got arrested out there.
And they
And
got
then you
going back and forth.
Yeah, Meech wasn't even coming to Detroit. They was going
so
from
this ain't even based on the true story no more. This is a
That's
this
why I told y'all don't look to this for no facts. If you want to know more about the facts, watch the
you gotta watch a
documentary.
documentary or something. Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
was a failure, man. It started off so good and ended terrible. I think the shot and BMF is on the same playing field. Don't y'all think? It started
I
good
think
and
so. I
ended
think so.
real bad. The only difference is the shop about to go for 10 seasons.
Yes, the Shine's going all the way to 10. Wow, it's already going to 8, so it's
Right.
going to go. It's going to probably end about 10. See,
Yep.
yeah. But they got a loyal fan base. So some people think it's the bee's knees. Some people think it's the best show. So everybody likes something different. Tamika always reminds me of that all the time. Everybody likes something different. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna crap on nobody if whatever they like, and if
Yeah,
I
it's
don't like
just
it.
disappointing because you know that this is based off of real stuff. Now we ain't expecting everything to be accurate, no matter what. When they do biographies, they change things all the time, or based
Hmm.
off of books, they change things. But it's some stuff that they didn't need to mix like this, and some stuff we knew they was gonna change because at the end of the day, he was still locked up, and you ain't gonna be incriminating yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Some things like that you could
You
get,
gotta
but
change names and stuff.
yeah,
Like with
some of the
American
other
Gangster
stuff.
with Frank Lucas story.
Hmm.
Denzel talked about they had to change up some stuff. That's just
This
all
is a
stories are
TV
like that.
show. Even the feds that's watching it will be laughing. Like this would kill me. If you're gonna have Meech and Terry and shootouts and nothing happened, they not even shooting that body. Like, come on, man. Ain't nothing
Right.
gonna happen to them. If they end up
Exactly.
unaliving somebody, man, the police gonna laugh at that because they know they didn't do that.
Right,
And
right.
Southwest he already got progress, so nothing can happen to him. So what's the problem? Why y'all trying to making them
Right.
meets going to do all these drug deals, and
Hmm.
then in Mexico, and it's a whole shootout in the
Hmm.
projects, and he's shooting, and ain't nobody dying or getting shot. Man, stop it.
Hmm.
It's
Hmm.
weak to me, man.
Right.
It's a TV. This is not real life.
I know. I know.
That's why you don't want to watch it no more.
I don't want to watch it because this is all fairy tale. This is not like at least give me a like we know about Snowfall. We know some of that stuff ain't really
Good night,
happened,
Jackie. We getting out of here too. Go ahead.
majority of this stuff did and what was going on in South Central was really going. I mean, when they talk about the what I mean, the stuff that was going on in the 80s, that stuff was real. That wasn't no fairy tale
Exactly.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Snowfall. Even though that was changed up, that's not the Rick or Freeway Rick Balls always said that's not his accurate story, but we know it's still some truth to some of the stuff that happened.
Hmm.
But here they just went all the way left with this story. So
Even
I
with
mean,
Raising
I'm
Canaan.
watching, but
Even raising Canaan, we know that some of this stuff happened, but we got to understand that mostly, like me personally, if you look at no South Side Jamaica Queens, you know the guy Snaps and Pops. Man, that man Snaps is Chaz. Chaz, they said this man was a bank robber. Man, Snaps, I mean Pops. Well, yeah, Snaps. He was a bank robber. They said it in episode 3. I mean season 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's Chaz right there. Then you talk about Unique Marvin. All these people is all based off somebody in real life.
same like how the Wire was too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
One thing though, I'm gonna send it to y'all. People was laughing at the character Tariq, but that's based off a true person in Philly. The dude ended up going to a black college in Virginia, and he was selling drugs.
Mm-hmm.
That's based off a true story. People was laughing at it, but my uncle's like, "This is true," and he sent me this. I'm gonna send it to y'all. This man he was selling drugs. That's what so the Tariq story is true. That
Right.
did happen in real life.
mm, mm, mm.
So I
Wow.
don't know, man.
Well,
I just don't want black TV to just keep surviving because they don't. Do you know what they do to us? They say, "Well, we gonna use these niggas for maybe 3 seasons to get money to build our network up. Then we gonna cancel just like they
oh,
gonna do." That's what they do.
Oh,
I
Nobody
we
was
was
wants
just
to hear
talking
talking
that.
about
about
that
that.
earlier when we first
Yeah,
started the
just
live.
talking
Yeah.
about that.
mm-hmm,
Hmm.
That's what
right.
they do. They build us up because we popular. We
They doing
the
that
Hmm.
now with Tubi. Watch how Tubi change, y'all.
Oh, Detroit said this a while ago. Remember, you said
yeah.
that they gonna eventually end up gonna be charging for some Tubi
Oh
movies,
yeah, of
like
Oh
some
course.
yeah.
Tubi original movies.
Of
They might
course. Yeah.
start
Oh
charging a fee.
yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm.
They'll have some free ones up there, but
Right.
then some they're gonna start charging.
Hmm.
It ain't happened yet, but it's
That's the
gonna happen.
name of the game.
That's
Hmm.
the name of the game,
Yeah, that's the name of the game, man.
right?
We
Right.
gonna get these black that they call us out our name, like we gonna make them get our network popular. Look what they do. This look what stars we did for stars, and look how they do them. I know we don't like a lot of people didn't like how Power Book Two goes. They felt like they never should have killed our ghosts, and they got Tariq ungrateful but running around, but they did them dirty. They should at least gave them one
Yeah,
season to
they
end
did
it.
the way that wasn't a season. That wasn't a series for now. The way that ended and all that. That was just
Yeah, that was
yeah.
horrible. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
a fan of the force, but at least let them end it. Like, come on, people. Like this the doggone channel that built the Power franchise, built your network up, and you can't even get them one season to end it.
Yeah, to end it properly, right, without rushing through it and everything. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, man.
It was so
Even with Bel Air.
With those that are still listening, we gonna check on up out of here. We done talked about everything under the sun. Detroit. Before I click off, did you like the Godfather Harlem this
I
season?
gave it a 10. I mean, I like the last episode. That joint was like a 10 to me.
Oh, the last episode definitely was a 10.
I
That
saw.
Definitely,
joint was flames.
yeah, it definitely
A lot of
was.
people crying about that too, talking about that ain't happen. They got it all wrong. I'm like, y'all got it. I'm not gonna debate that with y'all. Y'all got it.
No, but no, some of the stuff they did get right, some things they didn't. But as far as the true life story, some of the stuff,
Yeah,
that whole thing with Columbo, that did happen that like that. So if people just got to do their research or look it up or whatever, or just enjoy the show and don't worry about what's all of that. So
exactly. John
yeah, just
Colombo, he gonna be around next season. You gotta think
mhm.
we gotta wait, and they gotta put
Hey,
they gotta
Flex.
they gotta keep stretching it out for Bumpy. Could Bumpy died in 1968. I think they still in 1966. So they
I
got
think
two
so
more
too
years to
because
go.
we haven't heard that Dr. King got assassinated yet.
Mm-hmm.
So we haven't
So
heard that yet. Only on
Yeah,
Malcolm
because
home in
technically he
65.
dies after Martin Luther King, and Columbo was shot after he died. That's why I said they switching some things around, but
yeah.
I'm not
Right.
stressing the things that they switching, and it's not a big issue for me. But
Yeah,
They
yeah,
got the
yeah.
only reason I say they
Either way,
want
that writing is good though. The writing and the
right,
oh
acting
yeah, the
and all
writing
that
is
is great.
good.
It's a great cast, great script. So I'm not mad at God. So far, season 4 was a great season. I give season 4 a 9, but episode 10. Episode 10 was a 10.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna
Episode
give it
10
a
was a 10. Yeah. So
I'm gonna give it a 8. I'm gonna give it an 8.9 the
mm,
whole season, which is
the whole
damn
season.
good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's still good. If you give it anything from 8 and above, it's good. So um this okay. Flex said it's still in 66. It was a 2-year time jump at the start of the season. It was 64 last. Yeah. All right. Good night,
All
Jocelyn. We
right.
go Detroit. Hang on 1 second.
All
All
right.
right, y'all. We'll see y'all. We'll see y'all for when Moochie does. I don't know, Moochie. Are you doing a trailer breakdown?
I want to.
Okay.
I,
Well, we might have a trailer breakdown, so just keep your notifications on and watch
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna have a
community
trailer
tab.
breakdown. I sent the pictures to Moochie. Moochie better use
Yeah,
them
well, so we
pictures.
might do that probably maybe Wednesday or Thursday, and
tomorrow.
then yeah, okay, tomorrow's okay, yeah. So Wednesday, look for that with sometime tomorrow, and then we got first reaction. So just keep the watch the community tab. I'll post it and we'll go from there. Wait a minute, one last question: when y'all when y'all think that they're gonna announce the new season?
I don't know.
Oh, well,
Hopefully in
that's
2
what
years from
Moochie
now.
said last week. A season 5 was already announced, right?
Yeah, that's what. But they didn't say when it was going to come out.
Oh, he said when it's gonna come out.
They
Okay.
said it was
I,
announced,
yeah,
and he
yeah,
was saying what direction he wanted to take it. And I read it to y'all last week.
yeah. Last week, yeah. Okay. Well, Flex, I'm hoping that by next year we get it. I hope they don't wait 2 years or 3 years. The momentum is right. The momentum is right here. So let's get it going, and hopefully we can have it by sometime during the summer of next year or fall of next year. I mean, that's easy for me to say because I ain't, I'm just sitting back as a fan. But um, hopefully they shouldn't wait too long. Yeah, they can't be taking 3 years for the show.
Nah, that's too long. Look
That's
how
too long. They did that last time. It was 3 years the last time. So, but yeah, but I understand last time because it was a writer strike, but there's no strike going on now. So let's get it going, so. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all. Y'all have a good night. Bye.